It's time for the Cookout 400 here at Martinsville. Let's go down and join pre-race ceremonies with the national anthem.
Amen.
Here to perform our national anthem, please welcome the Virginia Army National Guard 29th Infantry Division Band.
Pre-race ceremonies complete then here at Martinsville. Flyover happening. And we are here in Martinsville, Virginia for the Cookout 400 round this half-a-mile oval paved short track. It was built in 1947 and the caution speed round here is 35 mile per hour. And well, if you watched the Xfinity race yesterday, expect absolute chaos. Let's go back to Fox and join them for the continuation of pre-race build-up.
The bumper-to-bumper, tight turn, close-quartered, tangled messes of short track racing. This season's first taste of half-mile mayhem.
Martinsville Speedway. These guys are going at it so hard. These guys are ready to do battle.
And with it, perhaps a winner finally returning to victory lane.
Welcome to the NASCAR Cup Series from Martinsville Speedway. The scene of some great dust-ups since 1947 when this track was built. It predates NASCAR. It's had a race every year of NASCAR's existence, and it's part of the heart of NASCAR. A short track at Martinsville. Then we'll go to the short track at Bristol after we hit the egg-shaped oval at Darlington, and then a super speedway at Talladega on Fox. But we are short track racing today, and we're ready for anything, and we expect anything because, Kevin Harvick, this place is a grinder. It's tough physically, tough mentally. Doesn't matter if it's 500 laps or 400 like today.
It's going to test you in every way possible. Not only are they going to have a physical day in the race car with all the shifting and braking in traffic, out of traffic, but oh, by the way, you're going to get run into from the back. You're going to have to run into somebody from the front, and it's going to be a physical day on your body and on your mind.
Well, and tires. Tires are what's going to win this race. Tire management, that is. These tires are going to wear out. They're softer than we've had here in the last spring race. The fall race last year, we saw it, the tire wear, and who does that best? Who manages these tires? Denny Hamlin starting up front. Talked to him in the pre-race show. Bell, a dirt racer up front. I still believe in Blaney. I know he's starting in the back, but keep an eye on my man Blaney. There he is.
From 32nd position after a tough lap in qualifying for Ryan Blaney. The Penske cars are all kind of spread out through the field. Roger Penske is here up on the roof, but the Hendrick cars are all right there up front, and they've had such success here.
Well, we've got all 4 of those cars in the top 10, and they have had a ton of success here. And I think today is going to be one of those days where you're going to have to manage your tires. We heard a lot of the drivers talk about managing the tires. These cars right here with the Hendrick cars always seem to be able to turn through that rubber, Clint, and also have that forward drive up off the corner. So these guys have done a great job through the years. These cars all looked really good in practice, and look for them all to run up front all day.
Just because I mentioned those other guys, don't think for a second, if you're going to come to Martinsville, that you're not going to have to beat Rick Hendrick and company at HMS. All 4 of those guys have been in victory lane here for a reason. Just like in history and races past, if you're going to win, you need to be in a Hendrick car.
Well, when you come to Martinsville, think of Ryan Blaney because he's won 2 of the last 3 races here. Kyle Larson, best average finish over the last 5 races. How about Chase Briscoe? 5 top 10s, his most of any track. And Joey Logano, 11 straight top 10 finishes here. Denny Hamlin, 3 wins, top 5s, 9 of them. And Bubba Wallace, top 4 in 3 of the last 5 short track races. Well, that leaves Chase Elliott, the only driver to finish in the top 10 in every short track race last year. So pick your favorites and get ready for 400 laps of mayhem on the paperclip. Let's go trackside.
Martinsville Speedway. Give a big NASCAR welcome to Rue Reeves. He is here as a cookout representative, ready to fire engines with the most famous words in motorsports. Take it away, Rue.
Drivers, start your engines!
We'll get you one of those Martinsville hot dogs and get ready for 400 fast-paced laps here.
Engines fired here at Martinsville, ready for the Cookout 400. Now, I don't know about you, Amy, bringing you up to the commentary box. Hello, first of all. I think, if I'm not mistaken, Rue Reeves has done so many commands over the past year, hasn't he?
Yeah, absolutely. So many NASCAR races right before they're about to get going. He's always the person that we are hearing, giving the command and getting us all the way ready for that green flag. So yes, absolutely. We do see that quite a bit, don't we?
Yeah, the main cookout representative that they always choose for the start your engines getting ready. Cars are about to roll off pit road, and we will momentarily go through your starting grid. 400 laps ahead of us. It's basically just a very, very long banger race. Bumpers in everywhere, punting people off into the walls. Tempers flared yesterday in the Xfinity race, and no doubt tempers will flare this evening here in the UK, this afternoon over there in the United States for the Cookout 400, half a mile circuit, the paperclip track as they call it, and it is going to be a good one here at Martinsville. Just loading up the starting grid, and let's take you through our starting grid. Cookout 400 here at Martinsville. It's Christopher Bell on pole with Chase Elliott alongside. That's your row 1. Row 2 is Bowman and Larson. Row 3, Hamlin and Buscher. Then it's row 4, Logano Wallace. Row 5, Reddick Byron. Row 6, Frisco Bush. Row 7, Gibbs Berry. Row 8, McDowell Nemechek. Row 9, Chastain Austin Dillon. Then it is Zane Smith and Austin Cindric on row 10. Row 11 is Ryan Preece and Cole Custer, while row 12 is AJ Allmendinger and Noah Gregson. On to the right-hand side of the screen now to row 13, Todd Gilliland and Daniel Suarez. Then row 14 is Brad Keselowski and Ty Dillon. Then it is row 15, Carson Hocefer, Justin Haley. Row 16, Eric Jones, Ryan Blaney. SVG, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. on row 17. Row 19, Riley Hurst and Cody Ware. And then the final row of the grid down at row 19. The previous was row 18. Apologies for that, is Casey Mears and Burt Myers. And possibly problems for Nemechek, who might need a push off pit road. That's a report coming straight in from Bob Pockrass. And no cars to the rear. If rain, 40% chance, and we are under a thunderstorm outlook for the day 2 severe weather outlook here at Martinsville. The radars are powered up, 40% chance, and official race can be from lap 180 or later, but we also have tyres to race on the damp. Green flag in around 5 minutes here at Martinsville. Stages for you. Stage 1 is 80 laps. Stage 2, 100 laps. Stage 3 is a big one, 220 laps. 8 sets of tyres. Fuel is 175 to 190 laps. Cars are rolling here at Martinsville. And Omi, thoughts going into this one?
It's going to be a really, really interesting race, and it's going to be very, very chaotic. I like the description of it's going to be like a banger race, because I know those are usually quite good. So if it's going to be something like that, then it's going to be good. And, well, even without that, we usually get on with the JB Motorsports podcast, I've learnt, in these NASCAR races at this time of day. So whatever happens, it's going to be quite enjoyable.
Yeah, absolutely. And, well, I've heard that it was 15 cautions. It was at the Xfinity yesterday, and, well, drama in overtime. And I bet Ben Snyder absolutely loved that one. Getting doubled up here, round turns 1 and 2. Only 35 mile per hour the caution speed, and I've just seen a photo of what happened at the overtime finish. That was a little bit chaotic. And why does everyone describe it as a banger race? Well, because it was. While everyone was commentating over here on one banger race, I was at another banger race down at Ringwood. That's how it always goes, isn't it, Omi?
Yeah, absolutely. And the 15 cautions and all of that that we had, if any of that is wrong information, then blame JB. You can bring it up later on when he joins us in the commentary box. But what we do know is it was quite dramatic in the Xfinity. So let's see what's going to happen today then.
Yeah, let's quickly go down to Larry McReynolds.
In third and fourth gear all day long. Now when the driver picks the throttle up off the corner, he's in third gear, and the RPM is going to be about 5,000. He'll hold the throttle wide open with a slight preload on the shifter. When the RPM gets to 8,800, it unloads the engine. Just for a second, the driver shifts to fourth without lifting the throttle. Now, getting a normal downshift, getting into the corner, you go to third gear, you just flip the throttle. Guys, it may not sound like much, but it's worth some gain in lap time, but you have to be careful not to spin the tires on restarts.
Oh, it's a big time gain, and basically what it's doing, right? You have to have load on those gears, and that load is what keeps it in gear. And as soon as it hits that rev limiter or you burp the gas, like Larry was just talking about. It takes the load off the gear, enabling it to shift. So when it hits that rev limiter, they're using that no-lift shift, if you will, to take the load off the gear and put it in the next one.
Yeah, and you heard Larry mention it, the fact that these tires will start spinning. Sometimes the rear tires will almost hop up off of the corner, and as these tires wear out and that wheel spin goes up, you do not want to get that thing hung on the rev limiter because the car will die and just stop. It'll take a second for it to get back going. So some are using no-lift shift and some aren't.
So the weather at the start of the week for Sunday was horrible, but every day the forecast has improved, and now we're close to 80 degrees. The clouds are rolling in, and there may be thunderstorms tonight, but that's after this race finishes.
Well, so we might not see the wet weather tires, but these clouds will play a big role in this race today. As the sun comes out, it'll get hot and slick. As the clouds come up, it'll gain grip, and everybody's handling characteristics will change because of that.
So you see the stage lengths. You can run stage 1 and 2 without a pit stop, but that final stage, more than half the race, 220 laps. So Larry, what's today's race strategy, sponsored by Straight Talk Wireless?
Mike, there's big curbing on the inside of both ends of the racetrack and the turns. Stay off that curbing. It'll get you and someone running on the outside of you both in trouble. A late stage caution, maybe pit, flip the stage, and then you'll stay out at the stage break for track position. Stage 3 is 220 laps. Split it in half as far as pitting. Should it go caution free? I think in stage 3 though, Mike, you'll see strategy all over the place.
Thanks, Larry. We were allowed to sit in on Alex Bowman's team meeting this morning.
All right, we roll through it here. Stages 80, 180, 400. First couple stages we don't have to stop, so that'd be pretty straightforward. Can't expect things to go right all the time, especially at a place like Martinsville. So if it doesn't, the execution will be what sets us apart. So George's home track, we'll let him break it down for us.
But just like that clock we're taking home tonight, it's time to wind it up. Clockwork on 3. 1, 2, 3. Clockwork.
There's inside the team meeting this morning for the 48 team of Alex Bowman. Blake Harris, the crew chief of that entry, and that is the 50 of Burt Myers, who is going slow, nearly at a stop there. Is there possible problems for that car? First career National Series start for the 50 of Burt Myers. Of course, he took part in the clash at Bowman Gray earlier on in the year, but that was before the official season had started. Getting ready to go. Lights are out on the pace car here at Martinsville. 400 laps ahead of us for the Cookout 400. Bell on the inside, Chase Elliott on the outside. The crowd in the grandstands rise. Pace car in pit road. 80 laps of stage 1 ahead of us. Coming to the green. Green flag drops here at Martinsville, and the Cookout 400 is underway. Brilliant start for Bell as he takes the inside line. Car length already. Chase Elliott gets a little bit wide. Bowman slots in behind. 3 is single file. As well as we complete the first lap already, as we welcome Jack into the commentary box. Hello, Jack. Welcome in.
Apologies for being late. I was filling in some discipline forms for my match I was refereeing today. But no, we're looking forward to an incredibly, hopefully slightly less eventful Martinsville race than the last 2 we've had. But, okay, that Xfinity race yesterday was a mess. I was, of course, commentating on it as well. Hopefully we're not going to have as much of a mess in this particular race. My pick to win today, by the way, I've gone for a more interesting pick. We've gone for Ryan Preece. I went for.
I've got William Byron for the win, and I am not going to throw Omi under the bus because I know Omi has not thought of a pick a winner at all, so I'm not going to throw him under the bus. But Omi,
he's gone for Burt Myers.
What is your pick a winner?
Let's go with Christopher Belden.
All right, valid.
Oh my goodness, totally not because of the fact he's leading.
Well, I think I also predicted him in one of my predictions on our commentators chart, so...
He is fast, to be fair him.
Yeah, 5 laps already. Little bit of a tap between the 45 and the 24. Tyler Reddick, your driver, getting involved, Jack.
Indeed, yes. Hold on, I just need to get someone a video of something.
Alright.
I got told that Sheldon Creed, someone was like, Dave Blaney's the most successful driver to never win in the Xfinity Series, and they were like, wait, what? And I was like, I'm pretty certain he has won.
Yeah, Chase Briscoe,
Reddick,
we were on board with. And bumpers going straight in.
Bump and runs aren't nearly as effective in this next-gen car, you have to remember, though. Like, in the Xfinity car, you hit someone, you can kind of move them out the way pretty easily. In the next-gen, it's a lot more difficult to do that.
Which is why yesterday we were seeing some very hard hits into the back bumpers and, of course, at the Clash earlier on in the year.
Especially last night at the final corner on the final lap.
Yeah,
a certain driver, who I will not name, will likely be getting a penalty.
That wasn't the best, was it?
Oh no, he'll get penalised for that. There's Sammy Smith will get penalised for that. I think it's a near identical copy of what Dylan did to Logano last year.
Big move down to the inside of Bush, who is covering off the number 8 of Kyle Busch, and Ross Chastain is getting involved in that. Christopher Bell in the lead, led every single lap of these 10 laps. Already an 1/8 of our way through stage 1, and we've only been going 3 minutes and 25 seconds. Tyler Reddick getting involved as well. He is down in 10th, trying to keep off of 11th, and that is currently Ty Gibbs, who we are looking at now. Josh Berry we're on board with, trying to chase down the number 19 of Chase Briscoe going in towards turn 3. Out of turn 4 now to complete another lap. Now on to lap 12. Josh Berry getting as close to the rear bumper without touching it.
Update. Austin Dillon may have a radio issue.
Yeah, and John Hunter Nemechek might have had a push off of pit road. Bob Pockfass was reporting as well. Looking at the number 12 of Ryan Blaney, who is trying to cover off from the 43 of Eric Jones. Suarez moves up a couple of places further back. I picked up on as well. Continuing round we go, just refreshing the timing screen so they actually work. There you go. And Bell, 6/10 lead over Elliott out front. It's Bell, Elliott, Bowman, Hamlin, Larson, Busher, Logano, Wallace, Byron, Reddick, your top 10 as we complete another lap. On to 15 of 80 of stage 1, 15 of 400 in the full race of the Cookout 400, Jack. As we continue through in towards turn 3, Bowman and Hamlin.
2021 in Martinsville, you might remember Bowman and Hamlin. They collided fighting for the lead. Bowman did go on to win the race. Denny Hamlin wasn't best pleased, decided to interrupt Bowman's burnout, shall we just say. I thought it was pretty funny personally though. The YouTube chat so that I can actually see what's going on.
Cole Trickle saying, it wasn't me last night, I didn't do it.
No, yeah, he was in the chat last night as well. Good to see you back again, mate, for the stream today. He says his picker win, I think, is, what I can tell in the chat, is gone for a pretty reasonable option in my opinion, Josh Berry.
Yeah, has had all right results at short tracks as we have an overlay of Bubba Wallace, but we look at Christopher Bell. That's just Fox for you, and they've forgotten to remove the graphics, so the top is a little bit weird on the international feed, but we roll with it. About to be a quarter of the way through this stage 1. It goes quickly here at Martinsville. Bowman, Hamlin. Bowman in 3rd, Hamlin in 4th, and that's Hamlin looking to go down the inside of Bowman, exit of 2. There's a replay of the fly past. We are 381 laps remaining. And Fox go to their first ad break of the race. 20 laps in. Not bad from Fox. We've gone, then again, it's a short oval, so laps count up more quickly. Yeah, but NBC, remember, nothing but commercials.
But NBC's got Lee Diffie, so that makes it better.
True, 380 laps remaining as we are looking at the battle between the 4 and the 10. That is Ty Dillon and Noah Gregson as we cut to the pedal cam of, I believe that is the 19 of Chase Briscoe, but they haven't put an overlay on it. I'm only saying it's Chase Briscoe because of the Bass Pro sponsorship on the race suit as we jump on board with, I believe, that was one of Josh, I believe it was Josh Berry. Chase Elliott going around the outside of Christopher Bell for the lead. Can't get it done. Slots back behind Chase Elliott down the inside. What a move from Chase Elliott. He gets in front. New leader 9, Chase Elliott, as they cross the line. Look at the crowd. They erupt. The Chase Elliott fan club in the grandstand, and Christopher Bell drops back a little bit. You can fit probably 2, maybe 3 car lengths at most on the straights in between them. Now it goes up to 1 as they in the corners. Lap 25 of 80 in the States. What a move, Jack.
Yeah, there we go. Chase Elliott for the race lead. Chase Elliott has not won this year. 1 win last year. 1 win actually in the last 2 years, to be honest with Chase Elliott. Of course, he got hit with injury in the 2023 season. I think it was a skiing accident or a snowboarding accident, one of the 2. Missed a ton of races, and then he decided at Charlotte it was a good idea to right hook Denny Hamlin head on into the wall. That earned him a 1 race suspension, which saw the absolute abomination of Corey LaJoie driving a number 9 Hendrick car. As we see a battle with, it's Todd Gilliland trying to move Austin Cindric out of the way. You guys are meant to be working together. You got the same manufacturer. Oh! Bell's fighting back here, actually. Chase Elliott just about maintaining the race lead here. The fans very happy with that. Chase Elliott, obviously the most popular driver for probably since 2018. He's won it every single year. I always love, as much as I'm not the biggest Elliott fan myself, I just love hearing the crowd roar when he takes the lead.
Yeah, let's have a look at what the gap is. They come across the line to start lap 30 of 80, 6/10 of a second, 0.601 to be exact. The gap between those 2 cars. Pulling a bit of a lead is Chase Elliott, and Bowman also catching up to Bell in second. 51 laps remaining in stage 1. Christopher Bell continuing round, trying to catch up to Chase Elliott. Not able to do so. Elliott pulls another half a tenth away from second place. Out in the lead as we cut to Bowman, and the caution is out. And why is the caution out? Let's have a little look. Nothing on the radio.
Debris in turn 4.
Yeah.
Ah, there it is.
There it is. That's a,
like a pipe or something.
Looks like an air hose of some sort.
I love how we both use some sort over the seconds of each other.
Yeah, that's just classic JB way, isn't it? As pit stops getting ready, it looks like some crews are going to come down. Most crews look like they're getting ready down in pit road. Well, if Fox use their pit reporters, we will go down to them, as they have a history of not using them.
How is he going to lap down 20 laps? Yeah, Casey Mears obviously making his return to NASCAR. this week. I've seen a few more Mike Wallace Copers again in the comments. But I digress. Casey Mears back on track again as we go to the pit stop. Are there no pit stops?
Mike Chase Elliott in the 9 car. A good break with this caution early on. Having a little bit of radio trouble hearing Chase. As for the race car, he said it's good. It's still neutral right now. No issues. In the 48 of Alex Bowman, very bad in practice yesterday, according to Blake Harris, the crew chief. Right now, he's been quiet on the radio. Jamie?
Denny Hamlin in the 11. All he's really said is the entry is a little bit edgy, a little too free for his liking. Air pressure adjustment there as they work the left side. You see on the right side, Kyle Larson is in the 20 car of Christopher Bell. Talked about coming down pit road. He wants those adjustments, Mike.
The pit stalls here begin in the middle of turn 4 and end near the exit of turn 2. It is a very tricky pit road. 33 laps complete. We're under caution.
Race off pit road. Bell +1 took 2 tyres. Logano +5 also took 2 tyres. Elliott down 2, 4 tyres. Bowman down 1, 4 tyres. Hamlin down 1, 4 tyres. Larson down 1, 4 tyres. Smith up 10 with 2 tyres. Biggest mover is Smith. Gibbs +2, 4 tyres. Reddick stays where he is. No positions gained or lost, and took 4 tyres. There's your top 10 off pit road. Working lap 35 of 400, 35 of 80 here in stage 1, and well, according to my time and scoring guys, Josh Berry is leading. Austin Cindric in second. Cole Custer is in third. Brad Keselowski 4th. Ryan Blaney is up into 5th place. Riley Hurst 6th. Christopher Bell 7th. Joey Logano 8th. Chase Elliott in the 9 car is 9th. Then it's Bowman 10th. Hamlin 11th in the 11 car.
Check your DM to JC. On Discord. I found a meme that somebody sent in a server I was in, sorry. I will describe the meme. You know the Xfinity race last night? It's basically the Killdozer with an 8 badged on it, and it's just behind Taylor Gray's 54 car. If you watched the Xfinity race last night, you'll know exactly what happened.
Still under caution.
Josh Berry's in the lead, do you realise?
Yeah, I literally mentioned it 30 seconds ago.
No, I was sending you the meme, I think, when that happened.
Yeah. 37 of 400 here in Martinsville.
Penalty. Unless you mentioned it already.
Who's the penalty for?
The penalty is somehow for Burt Myers. Too fast on pit road, section 12. Penalty Cody Ware. Commitment line violation. How do you get a commitment line violation under caution?
Let's go down to box.
Martinsville. 37 laps complete. We're under caution, and we've been watching the birds atop the light tower all weekend. There's a pair of them. They are Gertrude and Heathcliff. You guys just aren't old enough. My dad loved Red Skelton. He was a great comedian. He had a bit about these 2 seagulls, Gertrude and Heathcliff. Oh, never mind.
There they are.
Yep.
They have been. They are probably not liking the... I don't know who Gertrude is, but he might not be liking this loud noise, but he shouldn't have built a house at a racetrack.
All right, 6 drivers stayed out, beginning with Josh Berry, who was 13th before the caution flag. The first 3 rows, well, 2.5 rows with Bell on the outside.
Coming back to the green. We'll be going green on lap 39 of 80 in the stage. Lights were out on the pace car. Are we going round for another lap? Well, they've cut to a feature on Fox, so I hope not going green this time, because, well, that would be a little bit concerning from Fox's production. 362 laps remaining in this one. Don't you just love it when Fox cuts away to a feature when we are getting ready to go to green? Coming to the green this time, we'll be going green on lap 40 of 80, exactly halfway into stage 1. Heading towards green, Berry on the inside, Cindric on the outside. Green flag back underway here in Martinsville. Look at Joey Logano making moves. He goes to the middle of the track. He was lucky not to get turned around. Josh Berry, leader. 1 caution for 8 laps. We've had 3 lead changes, 3 wide momentarily as we go in towards turn 3. Out of turn 4, still 3 wide. Chase Elliott, Alex Bowman involved in that. It was Bowman on the inside, Elliott on the outside as we cut on board with Bubba Wallace, who is 3 wide out of turn 2 with Larson, Hurst and Bubba Wallace. Hurst got it a little bump in that, and that puts him back 3 wide once again. And here we go in towards turn 3 and turn 4. Out we go, lap 43 about to start next time round. 42 of 80 we are currently on. Joey Logano, Chase Elliott, Christopher Bell getting involved. These 3, well, they can't keep away from each other. Alex Bowman getting involved in that as well. Joey Logano puts the bumper in, and Brad Keselowski gives him a little bit of a nudge going round the exit of turn 2, down in towards turn 3. Will he do the same? Joey Logano does not give Brad Keselowski a little bit of a bump, and 3 wide once again. Hurst very nearly turns the 60, got into the side of him, Jack, as we start lap 44 of 80.
Yeah, we got Nemechek battling with my headphones are on low power. Hang on. But anyway, I'll just quickly finish for what I was going to say. I was going to say Land right now in 33rd position, and Brad Keselowski meanwhile is getting a good feel of Joey Logano's bumper there. But as they decide that Christopher Bell says, I kind of want to get past you, Mr. Joey Logano, and he's on his outside right now.
Yeah, Christopher Bell round the outside exit of turn 2. Joey Logano once again puts the bumper in on Brad Keselowski. In towards turn 3 we go. 46 of 80, getting close to 50. Joey Logano very nearly turns Brad Keselowski. Joey Logano has been battling it out with Brad Keselowski, the number 6 car, as we complete another lap. And that was a very sideways moment. That pushes Christopher Bell and Brad Keselowski out wide. They drop down. Brad Keselowski, Christopher Bell around the outside of Brad Keselowski. Ty Gibbs gives a little bit of a bump to Brad Keselowski. It is all bumpers in with these 3 cars, Jack.
Gibbs giving his bumper to, I think that's Brad Keselowski. He's trying to get to the inside. He does get to the inside successfully. And is he going to get past her side by side? Gibbs at the door of Keselowski, as Kyle Busch decides he wants to join the party. Kyle Busch not been doing well at all this year. It's disappointing seeing a guy like Kyle Busch. We know the talent he has, and he's not doing that well.
Yeah, absolutely. As we continue to circulate round the Martinsville Speedway for the Cookout 400, as we look at William Byron, currently 31st. He started all the way up in 10th. Not a good start for the 24 of William Byron. And let's hear some radio. No. Yep, Regan.
That radio was actually trouble getting the right front tire off on the pit stop. That slowed the stop down. Unfortunately, with this many cars still on the lead lap right now early in the race, really a big penalty. Lose a lot of spots, but a long race left to make it up, as you see it on the bottom right there.
Speaking of losing spots, something sent Denny Hamlin way up the racetrack in turn 3.
Yeah, he about lost it getting into 3. I didn't see a car around him. I have to go back and take a look at that.
Hamlin falls to 10th.
On board with Bubba Wallace. 53 of 80 in stage 1. As this is the 22 of Joey Logano, the 12 of Ryan Blaney, the 48 of Alex Bowman getting involved in that as well. Lap 54 of 80, it's now being started. Fox go over to an ad break in the US, but you're still with us on the international feed, keeping you updated through all of the updates. Alex Bowman down the inside of Ryan Blaney. Alex Bowman across the line. Ryan Blaney just got the edge on Alex Bowman around the outside. That is the 38 dropping down. He got pushed wide at turn 4. The 38 puts a massive hit into the rear bumper of the 77. The 38 shifting the 77 up into the track. That allows the 38 to go down the inside and isn't able to get that position for now. The 38 very nearly gets turned. That was very close. I don't know who we're on board with. I'm guessing we are on board with the 17 of Chris Buescher, 56 of 80 here in stage 1. Yes, it was Chris Buescher. It's the 38 and 17 side by side across the line down in towards turn 1. Look at Ty Dillon making moves down in towards turn 1, very nearly getting into the rear bumper of the number 4, Jack.
Yeah, we got Zane Smith who came up in Chris Buescher, I think that was. Yeah, just came up, didn't realise the Buescher was there. Lucky to get turned into the ball. Rag, currently on the outside, and his front row teammate. A team called Front Row Motorsport, I think most of their pole positions in front row started last year. With Michael McDowell, who's no longer being looking forward at the cars that are Husqvarna now, who's behind his teammates, Justin Haley.
Yeah, absolutely. About to go into the final 20 laps of the stage. 22 to go in the stage. 59 of 80 currently. Now 60 of 80 as we start 21 to go in stage 1. Been a longer stage 1 than everyone thought 80 laps would be, but of course we did have that caution a little bit earlier on for debris, which was a little bit of piping, it looks like, from one of the cars. I haven't seen what car it came from. I haven't seen any reports about what car it came from. I'll have to re-look at Bob Poptras's and a couple of other Twitter accounts that we all know and love. Fox returned from an ad break on lap 62 of 80. It's currently Berry, Cole Custer, Logano, Bowman, Elliott, Cindric, Larson, Blaney, Hamlin, Wallace. Your top 10 to keep you all updated for any viewers watching on Fox. Just started lap 63 of 80. On board with the Ford Performance car in towards turn 4. Across the line we go in towards turn 1. As Fox are liking the onboard views. Josh Berry down in towards turn 3 and 4.
And we got some radio from Ryan Blaney saying this thing, something sucks. He's running currently 7th place. Lewis Hamilton moment.
Yeah, NASCAR Lewis Hamilton moment. Blaney getting a little bit loose.
That guy's a dead Bono. Fastest lap.
Look at how out of shape Ryan Blaney got down on the front stretch as Logano overtakes Cole Custer for second place. Austin Cindric, Bubba Wallace side by side. 45 of Tyler Reddick getting involved in that battle as well. This is the battle for 8th, 9th and 10th. Wallace 8th, Cindric 9th, Tyler Reddick 10th as they cross the line. Getting towards the final 10 laps in stage 1, Jack.
Yeah, no, we got Cindric, we got a little bit loose there. I told Denny Hamlin got quite loose earlier as well. But as you can see, there goes Reddick to the inside of Austin Cindric. He looks fast right now, Tyler Reddick. Just taking position after position. I will say, I know a lot of people are critical of short track racing in the next gen. I think it's been getting better over the years. We're actually getting overtakes.
Yeah, absolutely, and that is Austin Cindric round the outside of Tyler Reddick. Austin Dillon in the free car getting involved in that one as well. We are 11 to go in stage 1 as we start lap 70 of 80 in stage 1. $333 laps remaining. As let's have a quick look at the full laps and rundown screen. As you can see, that's all of the information here. And, well, you can see it on laps and rundown. We have just gone yellow, and it's the 17 of Chris Buescher who has spun it around on the front stretch. So, under... Yeah, Casey Mears very nearly involved in that as well. Were Fox on an ad rate? No, they were not. But we will be getting going with under 15 laps in the stage. Let's have a look at a replay on board with Chris Buescher, and he gets turned by the 77 of Carsten Hocevar across the line.
Hocevar, I didn't realise that Hocevar was there.
Yeah, textbook turn manoeuvre in Banger Racing style. There's the finish camera that they use for photo finishes. That's the angle that they have there. Pit road teams getting ready. And here is another replay of it from the starter stand. And there's the yellow being thrown as well. Cars coming down pit road. Lots of cars coming down pit road. Let's go down to pit road and Fox.
Keselowski is still out there. He's not pitted today. Regan.
Cole Custer in the 41 car doing a very nice job on those older tires to maintain track position. Just a little bit too tight with the nose of the race car, meaning it's not turning as well as he wants to, causing it to lose a little forward drive off. Jamie?
Yes, and Josh Berry and the 21 team did a really nice job on those old tires there as well, saying just a little bit tight in the middle, so they take 4 tires here, a little air pressure adjustment as they go to work on the left side.
Big traffic jam. Josh Berry trying to get out of his pit. There were about 4 of them all trying to cram into one spot. Under caution for the second time today. Slam bang, yeah, Martinsville.
Petition to bring Martinsville an actual banger track and make it a proper banger track with bangers going round.
We need a demolition derby at Martinsville. Oh wait, we had the Xfinity race, never mind.
Yeah, true. Let's take you through the full classification when they come through. next time round, it's Joey Logano, Alex Bowman, Brad Keselowski, AJ Allmendinger, Ryan Preece. Your top 5, then it's Eric Jones, John Hunter Nemechek, Chase Elliott, Denny Hamlin, Cole Custer rounds out the top 10. Then it's Josh Berry, Carl Larson, Bubba Wallace, Tyler Reddick, and Christopher Bell in 15th. Casey Mears up in 16th. Austin Cindric, Ty Gibbs, Ryan Blaney, Chase Briscoe rounds out the top 20. Then it's Suarez, Cody Ware, Todd Gilliland, Michael McDowell, Ross Chastain rounds out the top 25. Then it's Noah Gregson, Justin Haley, William Byron, Ty Dillon, and Austin Dillon, who rounds out the top 30. Zane Smith in 31st, Carl Busch in 32nd, but has come down pit road. Riley Hurst 33rd. Vicky Stenhouse Jr. 34th, both come down pit road. Then it's Carson Hocefer, Burt Myers, Shane Van Gisbergen, and Chris Buescher in 38th and last car to cause that incident. Second caution of the day here at Martinsville for the Cookout 400. First for incident. Let's go back over to our and rundown screen, and you can see that our first caution was for debris in turn 4, and our second caution was for Bush's spin at the front stretch. Jack, has your thoughts been of the first part of stage 1?
Been alright. People have mostly been pretty calm. That's normal though. People tend to be pretty calm in the first stage. We'll see what ends up happening for the rest of the race. I think it can get a bit more chaotic, but I think we'll be alright for now.
Yeah, absolutely. Brad in the chat saying, I haven't watched a MotoGP race for a while. Are they always this boring? Well, I think you might be on the wrong stream, because this is NASCAR around Martinsville for the Cookout 400. You may need to retweak your streams, as we are multi-streaming here on JBMotorsports.
MotoGP? No, they are not always. I would personally always recommend the Moto 3 car. Moto 3 is where it's at. That's the best series in the world. There's just some contact on pit road. There is. Barry and Bubba.
Let's go down to Fox.
Bubba came out and just hit Barry.
Past turn 2, the car came to a stop. Dead stick. The car shut off. He said the dash was black, and the track wrecker pushed him around to his pit where the Wood brothers are trying to do emergency rescue work here.
Doesn't matter, we're going green.
We are going green. Joey Logano on the inside, Alex Bowman on the outside. 2 to go in stage 1, and we are green round the outside. Joey Logano is the leader. 2 cautions for 15 laps, 4 lead changes down in towards turn 3 on our first lap under green. 3 wide, exiting turn 3. Ryan Preece, Eric Jones, John Hunter Nemechek. 1 to go in stage 1. 3 wide still. Eric Jones. Possibly 4 wide. Look at Chase Elliott. Denny Hamlin getting involved. Chase Elliott gives a little bit of a nudge to Eric Jones. Joey Logano across the line. Green and white checkered. Out. Joey Logano wins stage 1. Bowman, AJ Allmendinger gets 3rd place in the stage. Brad Keselowski 4th. Eric Jones 5th. John Hunter Nemechek 6th. Ryan Preece 7th. Chase Elliott 8th. Denny Hamlin 9th. Cole Custer gets playoff points in 10th. That rounds out your top 10. Full classification coming in the stage break a little bit later on. Stage 1 complete. Jack, what's your thoughts?
Just typical Martinsville. The next gen. Just kind of alright. That's all I really got to say about it.
Yeah, 11th. Let's continue the classification. qualification. 11th is Carl Larson. 12th is Bubba Wallace. 13th, Christopher Bell. Ty Gibbs in 14th. Tyler Reddick, 15th. Chase Briscoe, 16th. Austin Cindric, 17th. Ryan Blaney, 18th. Michael McDowell, 19th. Then in 20th, it is the 99 of Daniel Suarez. Ross Chastain in 21st. Todd Gilliland, 22nd. Justin Haley, 23rd. Noah Gregson, 24th. Then it's 25th, Ty Dillon. 26th, William Byron. 27th, Riley Hurst. 28th, Austin Dillon, as there's a couple of changes there. So 25th, Ty Dillon. 26th, William Byron. 27th, Riley Hurst, as it's changing again. Dillon, Byron, Dillon, Hurst. Dillon, Byron, Hurst, Dillon. Yeah, it's on your screen. You can see it changing. I can't bother to repeat myself every 2 seconds. Carson Hoswar, 29th. Zane Smith, 30th. Burt Myers, 31st. Carl Busch, 32nd. SVG, 33rd. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. has been nowhere. Today is in 34th. Casey Mears, 35th. Cody Ware, 36th. 37th for Chris Buescher. And Josh Berry is 38th and last after his pit road incident, which caused him to stall a little bit earlier on. Sweepers and blowers are out on the track, getting rid of all of the tyre rubble, all the marbles, and all of the possible dust and debris that is on the circuit. Stage 2 then, 100 laps round this Martinsville Speedway. 98 we are currently running if Stage 2 starts as soon as the green and white checkered is thrown. Let's go back down to Fox momentarily and get ready for pit stops as the pits are getting ready to open. Let's go down to Fox Sports now.
Boogity boogity.
You think that's what Daryl's doing right now, taking a nap?
Not yet.
No, he's doing boogity boogity.
Yeah.
I hope.
Yeah.
So Joey Logano got the stage points. He is piling them up. Penske now with 5 stage wins in stage 1 and 2. 15 top 5s in the stages, a lot of laps led, but look at the race results. No wins, only 1 top 5, and that average finish in the trunk, as they say.
Well, we're staying down that trend. It's exactly what we just saw again.
Logano had the 5th most stage points entering today. And Brad Keselowski, who was 4th, got his first stage points since stage 1 at Daytona.
He earned that one. I mean, he had him on both sides of him, elbows out, making that car wide.
I think he's the only car that ran the whole stage without stopping on either caution. I believe Chris Buescher will get the free pass as pit road opens, and here they come. Not so many, about 5 cars. Regan?
Mike, you just mentioned it right there. Much needed stage points for Brad Keselowski. The team is very pleased about that. Told him that he needs to be freer for laps 60 to 80 through the runs if we get more, or if we get any long runs. That's what they're going to work on with him. And then 16 of AJ Allmendinger having another good run this week. He's having to drive through the front tires to get it to turn, though. Jamie?
And the 22 of Joey Logano, he had taken those right side tires, just said he's tight firing up, wants a little bit of an adjustment, air pressure as well. This team has finished worse than they qualified in every race this year. Trying to change that today. He's happy with the car.
Josh Berry heads off pit road ahead of Logano. Berry's now led the most laps for a Wood Brothers car at Martinsville since David Pearson in the spring of 1973, their last victory here. Joey Logano, stage 1 winner, but now he's going to restart out back after this pit stop.
314 laps to go here at the Cookout 400 at Martinsville Speedway here in Martinsville, Virginia. The half a mile short oval. Order rejigs itself after pit stops. Only around 5 cars come down pit road, as you heard Fox mention on board with Shane Van Gisbergen. crossed the line under caution. Jack, let's bring you in once again. Thoughts going in towards stage 2 and what could happen?
Hopefully a little bit more entertaining. Why is Nemechek in second? When did this... Sorry, I was checking the phone. When did this happen?
Didn't stop.
Oh, that makes sense, but yeah. I'm waiting for him to be, swallowed up by the pack or restart within a few laps. We're going to get a different podium in both the GP for those watching that, by the way.
.312 laps remaining under caution. And currently working lap 88, 312 to go in the race, 92 to go in the stage. Out of the 88 laps we have completed, 67 have been under green and 21 have been yellow caution laps. 3 cautions, 1 for debris in turn 4, 1 for incident, that was Busher spinning on the front stretch, and our 3rd caution, which is the caution we are under now, is just a stage 1 conclusion. Continuing to circulate round the Martinsville Speedway, still on board with Shane Van Gisbergen as Fox's international production. Their way of doing it during when Fox on ad breaks is just stick a random onboard camera on and just leave it on there during caution. That is how they always do it. I'm a little bit concerned that the lap counters haven't changed from 312 to 311, but while they just have now, let's go back over to Fox.
A hot dog stands for you. How good are these hot dogs?
Man, I'll tell you one thing. When you come to Martinsville, the Martinsville hot dogs are good. You might not get 1, you might get 3.
It looks like you've had a few. How many?
Yeah, I didn't have 3 already.
Okay, well, good. You enjoy. How do you?
Listen, you either get it plain or you get it all the way. All the way is what I've got. What do you have?
I ordered a
You're
plain,
gonna have to open
plain
that
all the way. So.
Oh yeah.
But what's amazing? It's NASCAR's oldest track, and these are the oldest hot dogs. JB's enjoying it.
They're pretty good.
And they sell over 70,000 each weekend, and they've been around for over 70 years. Just part of the tradition here. Mike, back to you guys.
Yeah, Chris, and there are only 2. Go ahead, Jamie.
Chris isn't going to eat it.
I was going
It
to
was
say,
just a prop.
the only
He's not
tradition
eating
I
it.
see is Chris belling out on eating that hot dog.
Come on, Myers.
I like.
Go for it.
I've not seen him pass
Come
up
on,
a meal.
Chris.
Take a bite. Do it.
Oh, that's loaded. Slaw.
Who eats a hot dog sideways? What was that?
You get slaw, onions, and chili on it for $2. I mean, it's like a trip to Costco. Well, back to the race. Now, Austin Cindric came pit side, apparently having power issues similar to Josh Berry. That's a battery connector there on top of that big black box. So same song, second verse.
And you see it right there in his hand. That's the exact same thing that they're changing in that. Penske.
That is a battery they just changed out right there in both those cars.
Thanks, Larry. So Josh Berry now 2 laps.
Coming to the restart. Start of stage 2. Bowman on the inside, Elliott on the outside. Green flag drops for stage 2 of the Cookout 400. Equal start for Bowman and Elliott, still side by side as they head in towards turn 1, out of turn 2 now. Your leader is Alex Bowman, but Chase Elliott goes round the outside. Hasn't got ahead right now, but who leads this lap as they come across the line? It's close between them. And it's Chase Elliott who just takes it from Alex Bowman. Chase Elliott led that first lap of stage 2 on the green by 79 thousandths of a second. We went green, by the way, on lap 13 of 100 of the stage. On board with Bubba Wallace, who is battling with Cole Custer. And that is the 41 car. Bubba Wallace on the inside of the 41. Exit of turn 2 now onto the backstretch. Custer just in front as we cut back to the leader, and that is Denny Hamlin going up the inside of Bowman, and Denny Hamlin takes away second place from the 48 of Alex and Bowman. Jack, thoughts on that restart?
Yeah, look around the outside though. You've got Larson trying to get ahead of Bowman now. Larson on the outside trying to get round. What's the inside here? Heading towards Dawson. We've got a nice little switch back there, I think. And Fox don't want to show the battle. Here he goes. Kyle Larson still on the inside. Does he take the position? And Bowman doesn't fight it. Kyle Larson up into third place. Great little switch back there.
Bowman down from first to fourth in the first 5 laps of this stage. About to hit 300 laps to go as we head towards 100 laps completed mark. Laps since pit 24 for the top 3, then it's 64 for 4th and 5th, then it's 24 down from 6th to 10th. That's the rest of your top 10 for laps since pit. Bubba Wallace takes 5th place away from John Hunter Nemechek, so the 42 car down to 6 as we cut to the 54 and the 42. The 41 getting involved as well. The 41 and the 42 side by side across the line. The 42 just gets ahead of the 41 as they cross the line, but Custer and Nemechek battling out has allowed Ty Gibbs to get ahead of them both. Ty Gibbs restarted 9th. He is currently 6th. He has been slowly, gradually gaining places every single lap of stage 2. Chase Briscoe we are on board with now, who is trying to get through on the 42 of John Hunter Nemechek, as well with 11th place of Tyler Reddick in the 45 car, slotting up the inside of John Hunter Nemechek. Chase Briscoe gets ahead. Will Tyler Reddick get ahead going in towards turn 3? He gets his nose in front. John Hunter Nemechek has to check up a little bit, and that allows the 45 straight through. John Hunter Nemechek dropping like a stone in water. Jack.
Well, good news so far for Ty Gibbs. The problem is he's lost his cool suit, so it's going to get a little bit hot in that car. So yeah, it's pretty unfortunate for Ty Gibbs, but hey, he's running quite well. I think he's just got ahead of Cole Custer in that Haas Factory D car.
Yeah, we know what happened last time when a driver lost their cool suit back at Kota. It resulted in a trip to the infield medical centre for dehydration. Yeah, Brad Keselowski. It was 54 of Ty Gibbs, who is currently in 5th, as we cut back to Noah Gregson and John Hunter Nemechek side by side. Nemechek on the inside, Gregson on the outside in towards turn 1. Haley and Suarez battling just behind as well. Noah Gregson from Las Vegas, Nevada, 26 years of age, and he has been going round, well, some would say well, some would say he could have done better, some would say he could have done worse. Definitely could have done worse. He isn't Liam Lawson in F1. Haley up the inside, John Hunter Nemechek as well. Sorry, Liam Lawson, that was a bit uncalled for, wasn't it? 294 laps remaining. We've passed the 100 laps mark. Justin Haley in the 7 Gamebridge car, Jack, as he heads out turn 2.
Yeah, we've got down the inside there, Ty Dillon on Nemechek. Oh, he slides up a little bit from 86. Joey Logano also there, who is racing against Nemechek now. Nemechek running fairly well so far this race. Of course, Nemechek, the 2023 regular season champion in the Xfinity Series.
Joey Logano. He's a winner here in the past, one here in 2018 as well, with that bump and run on Truex.
Lap 30 of 100 here in stage 2. Now 31 of 100 as Chase Elliott crosses the line to complete another lap. It's Elliott, Hamlin, Larson, Wallace, Gibbs, Bowman, Custer, Bell, Briscoe, Reddick, your top 10. Then it's Chastain, McDowell, Blaney, Gilliland, Gregson, Swerves, Haley, Ty Dillon, Logano and Byron, your top 20. Cole Custer up the inside of Alex Bowman. This is Cole Custer trying to take 6th place away from Alex Bowman. Cole Custer's been doing well round Martinsville Speedway this afternoon, hasn't he, Jack?
Oh yeah, Cole Custer running surprisingly well today. 2023 Xfinity champ, obviously. And a fairly solid race. He has one Cup Series win with that ridiculous pass at Kentucky. In 2020, we still haven't gone back to that track. I've heard a little bit of a rumour that Kentucky's being considered to come back. I think no. I think Chicago. I'm interested to see how it would run with the next gen, though, honestly. But I think Chicagoland probably has a higher chance of coming back.
Let's go to battle screen 1 and take a look at the current points for the regular season. You can see William Byron, Alex Bowman, Kyle Larson are your top 3 in that one. There's the full summary that you can see as well. We've had 5 leaders in this race, 3 cautions, no cars behind the wall, no cars out, surprisingly. Well, which we could say the same for the NASCAR Xfinity race at this point. Yesterday evening, 288 laps to go of this cookout 400 as Fox head to another ad break. We've been going 53 minutes and 50 seconds with an average speed for the leader last time by 90.78 mile per hour. Lap 116, 284 to go, 64 to go in the stage, 90 green flag laps, 26 yellow laps, and we've got 38 cars running, 5 on the lead lap, and your leader is Chase Elliott, who is currently working lap 117 out of 400. On board with Shane Van Gisbergen once again, while Fox are on an ad break. And there is the full laps run down screen with the current lap and the completed laps, and the lead changes as well. Elliott pulling away last time by, but Hamlin pulling back. It was up to 8 tenths, now it's back down to 6 tenths, 0.666. Watch out, guys, was the gap last time by between Elliott and Hamlin. Then it's Larson around 1.2 seconds behind second place. So a couple of gaps forming. Elliott, Hamlin, Larson, Wallace, Gibbs, Custer, Bowman, Bell, Briscoe, Reddick, your top 10. Cole Custer maintaining 6th place, as this is Austin Cindric getting involved, and we cut to Bowman and Bell. Bell has just got in front Alex Bowman for 7th. Slow car, and that is the 50 car. And will we go yellow? Yes, we will go yellow. Burt Myers is slow in turns 1 and 2. The engine notes quiet, turned down, and that is possibly a technical issue for the number 50 car. He pulls off to the side exit of turn 2, and it seems like Burt Myers has lost power and has stopped exit of turn 2. The Record and towers are out, getting in position, ready to collect the car. He started it back up, a little bit of a nudge forward, but I don't think he will be able to get it going. He may just need a push from the recovery truck, which he is getting now. Let's get ready for the restart and head down to Fox to see what they have to say. Mike Joy, Cliff Bauer and Kevin Harvick in the booth.
Myers' car coming down the front straightaway, lost fire and coasted to a halt there. You saw he was trying to turn into the garage area, couldn't quite make it. They will push the number 50 to pit road. That is the 4th caution flag of the day. Casey Mears should get the free pass here. Larry, what are you thinking here?
Yeah, Mike, everybody's got at least 30 to 35 laps on their tires. We're going to go back racing with probably close to 50 laps left in this stage. So this may be a good time to see everybody hit pit road and get those 4 fresh tires. That caution was John Hunter Nemechek in the 42 cars best friend.
Yeah, he is 29th right now as the caution flies. Chase Elliott has led only 2 laps this season before today. He's now been out front for 41, one more than Josh Berry. They are the biggest lap leaders here so far.
Nemechek wasn't the only one on the brink there. You had Buschard. Look back there. Josh Berry, Van Gisbergen, Cindric, and Keselowski. Those guys were really starting to ratchet up the battle to stay on that lead lap. Try to put some distance between them and that guy right there, your leader.
Well, that guy right there, he's been bussing all day. It's fun to watch him drive this racetrack, and the way that his style is sliding up the racetrack and the drive up off the corner. We saw it at Bowman Gray. Seems to be the same thing again today.
Now, a couple drivers in the top half dozen, Ty Gibbs and Cole Custer, are each looking for their first top 10 finish of the year, and they are going to stay out along with Bubba Wallace, and Denny Hamlin will be the new race leader as most of the lead lap cars come to pit road in front of Regan.
Mike, the 9-car Chase Elliott deciding to pit right here. Told crew chief Alan Gustafson that the car really has not changed all day, even with the rubber on the track, just a little bit tight on the 9-car. Jamie?
And the 5 of Kyle Larson decided to come in, making his 150th start for Hendrick Motorsports. Just told Cliff Daniels, his crew chief, I feel like my car is really good. He's down and away.
Alex Bowman had a stutter and a stop coming out of his pit.
Yeah, that was weird. I was watching the same thing, Mike. It took off.
Well, there was a car, Shane Van Gisbergen, coming into pit, and Bowman stuttered, but then got going. And so no contact.
Got turned around.
No collision.
Pit stops complete here at Martinsville Speedway. Cars rejoining the speedway from pit road. Lap 47 of 100 here, as this is Josh Berry coming down in towards pit road opposite to everyone else. 4 tyres and fuel for the 21 Ford Motorcraft performance car, and issues on the right hand side for Josh Berry. Windows down, and they are changing something. They've got issues down at the 21 and the 47, which is Ricky Stenhouse Jr. is too fast on pit road and will go to the rear. Casey Mears in 36th is your free pass, and the race off pit road at the front. 5 of Larson, 19 of Chase Briscoe, 9 of Chase Elliott, 1 of Ross Chastain, and 22 of Joe Logano. That was the group of cars off pit road. Jack?
Why on earth has Kevin Harvick said Chase Elliott has been bussing all day? I despise Kevin Harvick now.
because it's Kevin Harvick. I think we all know that. Anyway, Josh Berry back out on pit road, and Bubba Wallace team calls for a McDouble and stays out. He will restart P2 behind Denny Hamlin, and only 3 cars stayed out behind Wallace. And that is from Jeff Gluck on Twitter, and he confirms that Ricky Stenhouse Jr. gets a second penalty of the day. Dustin Long has said Ryan Blaney has said to his team during this caution, I need everything, and he is running 13th out on track. Let's give you the full laps and rundown page. Let's go and rejoin Fox with Mike Joy, Finn Bauer and Kevin Harvick. Jack, you're welcome.
Here at Martinsville Speedway, varying strategies. Some pitted, some didn't, as we are halfway through stage number 2. 50 laps to go as you look at all these in-car views. They line up on the back straightaway to get ready to restart with Denny Hamlin and Bubba Wallace up front. And here's the battery change on the Wood Brothers car.
That'll make for a long day for Josh Berry, having to run all those switches off. It'll be hot in that thing.
So the top 5 stayed out. Larson and Briscoe got 2 tires. Chase Elliott got 4. Chastain and Logano each got 2 tires.
Green flag back in the air here at Martinsville. Hamlin, Wallace, your top 2. Gibbs, Custer, Larson, Suarez, your top 6. Briscoe, Elliott, Chastain, Logano rounds out your top 10 here on the restart as we go round to complete another lap. Race recap, lap 133 of 400, 53 of 100, and it's Denny Hamlin leading the way. Joining us in around 10 minutes to take over the broadcast of lead comes should be Joshua Birch, who is just wrapping up the MotoGP race broadcast. Lap 54 of 100 now as we complete another lap. 3 wide going in towards turn 3, and that is Cole Custer, Chase Elliott, Christopher Bell, William Byron, Joey Logano getting involved in that 3 wide as well. Very nearly became 3 wide, 2 rows deep. Cole Custer still 3 wide. They head in towards turn 1. Very, very, very close to wrecking as McDowell and Ty Dillon is now getting involved. And watch out, guys. Ty Dillon is down the inside of a 3 wide, and the car who was on the outside of Ty Dillon, which was, well, it should have been one of the Toyotas around the outside. And Cole Custer continues to charge on after being pushed out wide, wide, wide. Justin Haley and Cole Custer side by side now, heading in towards turn 3 one more time, Jack.
Also, I know joining us shortly after the conclusion of the MotoGP race will be the flagman of this channel, JB, but until he's ready to join us, we'll keep going. Obviously the MotoGP race was also in America, so I think most people will probably watching this race though, so anyway, let me check the YouTube chat, see what we've got. Absolutely nothing. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, Blaney on the inside of Joey Logano. And that is Ryan Blaney trying to get past Ryan Blaney, just takes it off. Was that? Don't know, that was way too close to call. Ryan Blaney, Joey Logano is continuing to circulate side by side. Just in front is the 24 of William Byron. Tyler Reddick is involved in that, getting ready for the switch over in a couple of minutes. I can see JB is getting ready in the background. And
Blaney was ahead by 0.02 of a second.
Yeah, very close indeed. As we get ready for the final part of stage 2. We're still 40 laps remaining, but 40 laps round here is nothing at all.
Issue apparently on a pit stop for 48 team. Like this Fox's broadcast still has not mentioned it.
Yeah, that was the first round of pit stops in stage 1, I believe that issue was for Alex Bowman. 64 of 100, 144 of 400 in the Cookout 400. And it's currently Denny Hamlin, Bubba Wallace, Ty Gibbs, Chase Briscoe, Ross Chastain, your top 5. Bell, Elliott, Suarez, Larson, Blaney rounds out your top 10. Hamlin out in front. Got a 1 second buffer to Bubba Wallace. Ty Gibbs, 7 tenths back of Bubba Wallace. Ty Gibbs currently 3rd. He started 13th. Jack, thoughts of stage 2 so far?
A little bit more exciting. We've been seeing a few different overtakes. It's good to see Ty Gibbs finally doing well. Knowing my luck of cursing the cars right now, his car's going to blow up in the next 5 laps. But it's nice to see him doing well. Still behind him is Joe Gibbs' teammate, who's also nice to see doing well. Is what's his name? Chase Briscoe, who of course got that 100-point penalty earlier in the year, got revoked completely on appeal because it was deemed that Joe Gibbs did not actually do the modifications on the spoiler. That's
on board.
Yeah, the 51 and the 2.
On board with Chris Buescher on 17. 68 of 100. Denny Hamlin now continuing to extend his lead. 1.341 seconds. Now 1.301 seconds, so 1.3 seconds across the line as we jump on board with the 23 of Bubba Wallace, who has Denny Hamlin in front of him, Ty Gibbs behind him, 7 tenths between 2nd and 3rd, 1.3 seconds between 1st and 2nd. Bubba Wallace taking around a couple of hundredths off Denny Hamlin's lead every single lap. He is catching, but he's catching slowly, and if he wants to win the stage, he will have to start catching up quickly, and maybe that will happen a little bit later on. Ryan Blaney overtakes Daniel Suarez for 8th. Blaney up to 8th. Suarez down to 9th. That is down near the bottom end of the top 10 as we are back on board with, well, it's SVG. We're getting a little bit used to this view now as we cut on off board with Josh Berry, who is battling out on track also, and that is with Riley Hurst in the 35 car. Berry to the outside, Hurst to the inside, chopping and changing. As the camera gets a little bit lost, we cut back to an emergency on board of Josh Berry. Don't Fox love their onboards when they're on ad break? We have found out over the last year and a bit of covering NASCAR, as we're getting in towards the final quarter of stage 2. Jack, do you think it's going to be chaos end of stage 2?
Necessarily. To be honest with you. We see Kyle Larson and Daniel Suarez. There's been some rumours about Daniel Suarez next year. Maybe passing the Trackhouse team. Nothing yet. As we go to the other Trackhouse car of Ross Cassidy, who's now battling with Christopher Bell in active what can't be the Wolf car. Bell already has 3 wins in a row. To be the first driver to do so in the next-gen era. And no, I'm not going to keep yapping about that stat. I think he's genuinely very impressive.
As we are very nearly getting ready for switch over, as a couple of things getting ready in the commentary box, with 77 of 100, now 78 of 100 here at Martinsville Speedway, 158 of 400, as Fox returned from an ad break. While we sort stuff out, let's go down to Fox.
Coverage provided by Goodyear. Best seat in the house since 1925. Happy 100 for the Goodyear blimp. 3 drivers reporting cool suit issues. Austin Cindric, Eric Jones, Ty Gibbs, all having trouble with their driver cooling today. Clint.
Yeah, the track, you can see it really starting to rubber up down here. I was watching off of 4. You can see this groove right here where the right sides are going. They're starting to navigate around it. Kevin, I heard you talk about that patch on the outside. This patch, it starts to become grip as they navigate around that and go to the outside. You slide across there with no front tires, you hit that patch and it wants to turn. The more rubber gets built up, the more they move around. Whoa!
Too far.
Larry, Alex Bowman had that little stutter stop on pit road, and then you said he came back in. What for?
Well, first, the stutter stop was good because they told him to stop because the 88 was coming in, but he had to come back to pit road because they had a loose left side tire.
Talk about good. This 9 car is hitting on all 8 cylinders right now. Very fast, picking them up and putting them down, making passes, moving around. He told us in the pre-race about his, he kind of diamonds the corner, Kevin, and his driving style around Martinsville. We saw it at the clash that you spoke of in Bowman Gray Stadium. I think it really helps him on a long run with the forward drive and carry momentum around this racetrack.
Well, you saw him right there with a really high entry. Now he's going to have to go under the 50 car right next to the curb, wrap the curb. But they had a really high entry on the other end and kind of cut across the middle of the corner, which tells me, see if he does it again here. Right back to the bottom of the racetrack. Must have just done that for traffic. But as these guys go through this rubber, they'll start moving around. You see the car behind him, Ty Gibbs, moving around the racetrack as you see him diamond the corner. He's probably had the biggest diamond, but Chase Elliott, I think he has the best car right
When
now.
I heard you tell me he was moving on the outside, opening his entrance up and diamond across, that guy right there, ladies and gentlemen, Jeff Gordon, nobody did it better at Martinsville. But you're right. Goes back to what Bell told us yesterday after practice. The cars free up as the run goes. So maybe, just maybe, that plays in his role as this run plays out.
Yeah, and as we watch Austin and Ty Dillon right here, the problem is, Clint, this Gen 7 car through the center of the corner is always naturally kind of tight here, and especially when you're in traffic. So what happens when you start talking to the crew chief about freeing that car up, a lot of times what will happen is balance that, honestly, I was never very good at.
Now, Denny Hamlin has now caught lead lap cars. First of those will be Ricky Stenhouse, and as you talked earlier, these cars will be a little harder to put one lap down. They're all trying to stay on the lead lap.
And you see Denny Hamlin, he'll start working that high groove. Work working up the racetrack right here, diamond the corner, and then cut the car down next to the curb to try to get the drive off to get position.
Well, 11 laps to go in stage 2. Now 10 here, the Cookout 400. Josh Birch back in the seat. My thanks brilliantly to JT and to Jack for filling in for the first 170 laps. I'm back in command, and for the first time today, I'll say hello to JT and Jack. Hello, JT. Catch me up. What's been happening? Because I've seen a lot of cautions and a couple of accidents. Hello.
Well, nothing really happened if you compare it to the Xfinity race yesterday.
Yes, that's true, yeah. Xfinity was mad.
Burn that race. Burn it to the ground. Pretend it never happened.
I'm with you on that, Jack. Hello, Jack.
If I'm Dale Jr., I'm firing Sammy Smith on the spot.
I don't blame you. It was quite a mad race yesterday in Xfinity. Delighted I'm back with you now. Okay, so we've had, what was it, 4 cautions, 1 for stage break, but 3 for actual spins on the track. So what happened? I saw Busher was round in one of them, and Blaney got in trouble?
Myers, I believe, stopped.
Yeah.
Berry had to have a battery change under the caution pit stop. 3 drivers are reporting driver call-in suit issues, which we know how that went with Brad Keselowski and Cota. And we're in Virginia with a thunderstorm outlook for tonight, as we see Chase Elliott and Bubba Wallace side by side for second. Busher went up into Carson Hostvar, which made Carson Hostvar turn Busher straight under the starting gantry, and that is Chase Elliott ahead of Bubba Wallace for second.
I think it's raining. Oh, don't tell me I've come in and it started raining.
Let me open the radar for you. Hold on.
That's right.
I've got radio here from Cole Custer.
Go on.
His crew chief has told him. Let me have a look. Crew chief has told him, start taking note of who needs to be shipped. You can start with the 35.
Oh, great.
Here we go. Guys, did you learn nothing from the last 2 races?
Punch and thing. Hello, everyone, by the way, who watches Cup. I haven't been here for a while. I missed last week, so now I'm back. Hello. I do apologise for leaving.
Yeah, on USRN, I wasn't on it.
Oh, Jack's
I don't. Bye.
Don't worry, I'm sure he'll be back soon when they move over. Are USRN on, or are we on USRN?
I don't know.
I'm sure Matthew's covering it. If we are
I don't
on,
think March Madness is on. Let me have a look.
It's the last day, isn't it, really?
No, it is. Yeah, no, March Madness is still on. UCLA versus LSU. Yeah, basketball.
Denny Hamlin has now led 2,500 laps here at Martinsville, and he's in control.
I think he's won here. Let me check the stats.
Yes.
Let me check the stats for you all.
2 to go. So
Denny Hamlin has won.
White flag for the last lap time by as we gear up. Who won stage 1?
Logano, I think.
Logano, yeah.
Well, Hamlin wins stage 2. Green checkered comes out. And our 5th caution of the night. So, okay, for the first 2 stages, JT and Jack did a stellar job. Now, 220 laps, stage 3. I'm glad I'm back for this. Let's see how crazy we can be here after an interesting couple of rides.
Okay, there we go.
Right,
got the stat. Hamlin has won at Martinsville 5 times in his... Wait, hold on. 5 times in his career. His last one was in 2015, though.
It's 10 years ago, blimey. Proves how much he's been around for a while. Okay, I want to say massive congratulations to JT and Jack for taking us through the first 2 stages. You boys have done brilliantly. 1,160 viewers already on here.
Pleasure's always mine.
We had 10k on the Running GP in the end, with everything that went a bit crazy. Oh yeah, we used to be honest with you, that's a low number. We used to have 45. Okay.
Oh. Man, fair play.
No,
and also, I was watching the race in the background. Marquez crashed.
Yeah. Not great.
As well, which... Nope, another Ducati won, though. I still want an Alex Marquez win really badly, though.
It'll come. It'll come. So there's lap 182, 218 to go. Our timing ticker back in sync.
Byron is complaining about his car. States our balance is close, but our front tyres aren't there. They something suck.
All right. So let's clean the track up. So usually about a 12 lapper. Under the yellow. 5 lead changes. Sorry, 6 lead changes so far. Now 7 actually. 6 different leaders though. So catching up. Stage 1 yellow caused by debris turn 4. And then number 17 spinning on the front stretch. I did see that with Busher. Then going through stage 1 conclusion. Stage 2, number 50 stopped at turn 1. That was Burt Myers. And then stage 2 conclusions. Not too bad stages wise.
Denny Hamlin has led 57 laps so far today. The most in any race in his career since Richmond since Richmond in the fall. The one that had the Dillon incident.
Oh yeah, that one.
Richmond is also his home track.
Well, I take this opportunity to welcome everybody on Twitch who's joined us on the coverage. After the end of the MotoGP, we've picked up...
I invite you to follow us on Twitch.
Yes, we really do need to follow us on Twitch as well. So please do
YouTube's
follow us.
better though.
Alienate half the viewers on Twitch. Okay, JT.
Alienated the entire Twitch crowd by just saying, YouTube's better.
JT, what's that weather looking like then, if you've got a second? I know you're just, I know you're having a break after leading the coverage for 180 odd laps, but what's the weather
I mean,
looking
I wasn't going to tell you what I was doing, but since you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm transferring tons of stuff off my SD cards, which you are so jealous of. Even if I did have to climb a massive hill to get to the top, but it was worth the view.
It was worth
the view. Oh my god.
I want to bring
Radar's clear, by the way.
Oh, good. That's good. That's good news. Jack, yesterday we had a little bit of a disagreement after Sammy Smith punted Taylor Gray. NASCAR investigating now that incident. What's your thoughts?
He'll get penalised for that. There's no excuse for what Sammy Smith did. Like, if you want the definition of egregious, you got it right there. And I know people probably say, oh, Ty Gibbs didn't get a penalty in fall in 2022. Well, guess what? This is way worse than the Ty Gibbs incident. Ty Gibbs actually braked at least.
Yeah.
Sammy just went full throttle into the corner like a Roblox racer and just wiped him out.
Straight out.
Sounds like an average night at Ringwood Junior Bangers final on Saturday night then.
Wait, actually, I do need to send you a GIF quickly that someone sent me, JT.
Let's go down quickly to Larry Mack.
Right, respect. What does that mean? All right, these kids, it isn't wrong. Usually, it works, right? And you get the pass made. There's no consequences, is what I'm trying to say. That needs to be a penalty. If it's that blatant and that outlandish, that is a simple answer to me. He should have been launched at least the last position on scored, right, for the race, at least, bare minimum. That was such an easy answer and something that they're going to have to step in on. But just to say respect is going to fix it, well, then they need to get out of the way with those security guys and let those guys learn about respect.
He was talking about today's race and today's drivers who are entering pit road. Tuesday is penalty day in NASCAR, and we'll all be paying very close attention. Regan.
Ty Gibbs in the 54 car, too loose off of the corners right now, but extremely tight center is the primary problem. Asking for water already as well, and Chase Elliott in the 9 car. Car took a step tighter that run, about 25% tighter than it was the previous run, and doesn't want to hurt rear security, Jamie.
Denny Hamlin and Bubba Wallace both pitted on lap 73. That was a long with it a little bit loose. No issues in the center, though. Bubba Wallace feels like that car is on top of the racetrack, specifically the left rear. Air pressure adjustment for him. Great stop for the 11 bunch.
Thanks, Jamie. Tough call for Cole Custer. He was blocked from getting into his pit, had to stop after Alex Bowman's pit, and then back up to get service. So he will be at the back.
Okay, Denny Hamlin leading at the moment then, as we continue to race on. Matthew Owens is joining us in the commentary box shortly, as he continues his coverage on USRN. So we're linking up for stage 3, giving Jack and JT a bit of a break. Not that they need it, but you know what I mean. It's nice to have a bit more volume after these guys have carried the show.
I will be honest. I asked my dad to bring up tons of drink because my throat was dead.
Hang on. Oh, I can't change camera. Can you do that later when we have cameras on? Oh dear.
Okay, I've got Omi's just sent me another picture of JB to make a meme about. Alright, let's do this, boys.
Stop memeing me, guy. Something I pretend.
No.
Oh, I'm just getting my
Never
iPad
gonna
up.
happen.
Hey, weird thing happening here, guys. I haven't got any paper notes for this race. Printer ran out of paper. I'm having to get my iPad out.
Weird thing happening here, guys. I'm transferring stuff from an SD card again.
That's just a typical Tuesday for you. Typical Sunday.
It's not even Tuesday.
Sorry, my Joy got in my head by saying about it being Tuesday for penalty day.
My new toy.
Okay, that's good enough.
JB is so jealous of that.
Alright, hold on.
Apparently Skype has finally shut down mid-commentary. And
I would like to send my condolences to all the Skype users.
so Matt W's had to step away because he can't get Teams working. So Matthew Owens is joining us. Doggy!
I thought it was going down in May.
They've had a problem apparently. That's what you've got the same tweet as me. All kinds of issue our end. Skype and Teams both just refuse to work on Matt's end.
Yeah, okay. I'm going to post this in commentators chat.
Is this something I'm going to have to put on again?
Yeah, probably.
POV, you expect JT on the NASCAR stream, but you get JB. When was that? I don't remember that. That was a second ago.
For the last 2 Xfinity races.
Oh, yeah.
Then again, I was already pre-planned at Ringwood like weeks before, so yeah.
I'm talking about a viewer's perspective.
Can I tell the viewers something quite funny?
About what, the 3-hour thing?
Yeah, you said earlier on, where is it? En route home via KFC, but we'll be back in time. I said, you got everything you need, the background map. I'll be back about 9 PM, so an hour in, which I bet was. Nothing set up, as I only found out I was doing, going down to do it 3 hours ago. And I replied with, how the bleep did you find out 3 hours ago? I literally told you like last week, and we kept reminding you. And I've kept reminding you. And then I sent a screenshot message of the 27th of March. What's your plans for NASCAR this weekend? What are you around for? JT, not around for Xfinity, should be around for Cup. Me, Ace, I'm around for Xfinity anyway. So for Cup, I was thinking you and Jack take stage 1, I'll rejoin stage 2 and take over. That way I get to cover the MotoGP and only miss about an hour. Plus there could be a rain delay. JT says, yeah, I should be back. So you knew about this on the 27th, 3 days ago.
Hold on. JB, might I add...
Hang on, I'm going to go to camera on this.
Yeah, might I add, in this time, just before we had that conversation,
yes,
I was out in a field at an airport,
right,
at an RAF base, watching helicopters go vroom, 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 vroom. Right, yeah.
Right, that's an excuse.
So I was tired from that. Friday was very busy.
Right.
Saturday, I was asleep. Then I went straight to Ringwood. And then Sunday came along. I was at Stan Lake and on top of a massive hill, looking down at a short oval. I see a wild Matthew Owens has appeared.
Hello, Matthew Owens. We're coming back to green. So how are you doing? You doing good? Oh, we can't.
It's been crazy most of the day to this point, but hopefully all of that's finally over.
I haven't done a start yet today, so forgive me, boys. You two have had one. Out of the last corner. Stand by for action. Stage 3 at Martinsville goes green. Hamlin on the low line. Elliott coming up high. Bubba Wallace and Briscoe coming in with Bell, and it's a smooth restart. And welcome everybody listening on USON. Matthew, what have you found for us as well as they come into the braking zone at 3 and 4? How are you?
Well, very annoyed for most of the day, but hopefully all of that's behind us as Denny Hamlin leads the first lap off the restart. Tire wear has been fantastic to watch today in this race, and as we get now into this final stage with a little more than 200 laps to go, this is going to be a fantastic strategic race on who manages the tires the best. This is going to be extremely fun to watch.
You'll be delighted to know, by the way, my friend, new laptop, which means, hi, you can actually see me for a change. As well, which is great news. Oh, I just realised I haven't shared the time.
I thought that was brand new. I don't recall having seen you in the past.
No, the other laptop, sadly the ports had died on it, and it was beyond saving. So I'm now £1,600 in debt for the next 4 years for a new laptop.
In other words, JB murdered his old one and had to pay the price for the new one.
Yes, but the last time you were with us, Matthew, was of course Australia, and that was when we had literally every laptop trying to cover it. Now it's back to just being one, and it's super duper power because I can go hi and wave to you. Now, would you like the driver tracker or the would you like driver tracker or would you like timing screen? What would the people prefer to see on the Discord call?
Matthew, you can choose.
Timing screen, I guess.
Share screen.
Don't put me in charge of things.
Here's your
Well,
here it is.
You're the oracle, so you know best, Matthew.
No. Well, unfortunately, I don't know what in the wide world was going on today with Microsoft because neither Skype nor Teams wanted to work. Particularly on Matt's end, we couldn't get the screen share. Like, I had my screen, but when it had tried to share my screen with him, it would just be a black box and a spinning wheel. And it was just a mess.
Yeah, technology in general has been a bit of a mess today. Did you see Twitter went down earlier again?
Caution's out.
We'll see. So we got a yellow.
Ty Gibbs saying so.
Ty Gibbs' cool suit isn't raining, by the way.
Just so they can break on you.
Oh, Logano not happy.
35's Ryan, Riley Herbst.
So Riley, who has had a difficult day, got beat up on a restart earlier, has apparently gotten beaten up by someone here. So I did not hear that Twitter was down at one point. Now, here's the other question, and I wasn't talking with Matt about this. Does anyone know if Gmail was down at some point? Because I couldn't email myself anything. It was taking 20 minutes. So, well, thank God there's... So at least that makes more sense to me, because it was taking 20 minutes to email myself a 1-minute audio clip, and I was like, what the hell is going on?
Well, it might help you to notice, actually, as Fox go to a break. We at one point in the race of MotoGP, we did actually lose connection to YouTube for like a minute. So there was a lag there. So I think the systems just worldwide have gone problems. Past halfway, by the way.
So I don't know if that I don't know if Skype Microsoft as a whole was having those problems, because like I said, we could call and talk with one another, but anytime I tried to share the screen, it just would not share with him on either one, Teams or Skype. So that's unfortunate.
As the mayor of Indianapolis Motor Speedway, I would like to make you aware that severe thunderstorms and possible tornadoes are heading towards IMS, so please watch out, Mr. Mayor.
Yeah, so we were expecting quite a bit of weather here in Martinsville today, and the chances of that have basically gone away up until about 8 o'clock or so. But yeah, weather in a lot of places.
Do you want the radar? Because I can get the radar.
Yes.
JB, do you have
sorry. I'm just trying to get my iPad working. This is why I don't use iPads for notes, but my printers went out of paper because I've been doing everything else. I can't get my NASCAR notes up. It's not letting me.
I swear I don't use tablets for anything because they drive me up to the wall.
They're driving me up the wall as well.
I'm not a rocket scientist, but that sounds like a you problem and a you problem only.
Well, look, I'm clicking download. It just won't download. Give me my notes back. It just keeps
this is why you don't leave JB in charge, viewers.
I literally... Okay, I've had enough of that. New screen. Let's go full cam on the driver tracker. That's live for the first time. I'll try and work this mess out.
Another negative, Matthew, about JB's new laptop is that we actually have to look at his face during the broadcast.
Oh goodness! Oh my gosh!
Yeah, it's also great.
Wow.
It's also great for having secret messages to each other as well when we're not on camera, isn't it?
Hey JB, that's incredibly polite.
2 seats for lunch, everyone. So, SVG's coming down pit road.
Alright, shall I describe the incident, by the way? That
If you've got it, yeah, because we haven't seen it.
I saw a replay. It looked to me as if Cindric got a little bit squeezed by Dylan and Herbst, and looked like, I'm going to be honest, I hate to say it, looked like he took it out on Herbst and spun him out.
Sunshine! That's something we haven't seen. Rainbows on the back of Avio Batista's head in World Superbikes coming through. He got a lot of stick for that on socials. JT, please take us with
comments on that.
Oh, it's ridiculous. SVG is free pass, by the way. Right, JT, weatherman, what have you got for us?
Hello. Well, first of all, Mayor, that's Indianapolis at the moment. Tornado watch.
Oh, I don't believe it. If I just...
Severe thunderstorm warnings.
Sorry.
Tornado warnings, Jake. Yep.
If I just press print document instead of PDF, it actually brings it up how I want it to be brought up. I hate tablets.
That's nice.
I only want the Martinsville quick facts. Here we go. I'm with it now. I have my notes. I'm fine now. Jeez.
Anyway, after the actual messy of the IMS stuff, it's actually time for the real.
It's now time for your JB Motorsports weather update with JT.
Yeah, we've got graphics.
Yes,
now. All right.
yes, we do. Martinsville Speedway, let's zoom in. And I know we are coming to the restart, so I'll be quick. This is what was going to affect us, but as you can see, it's gone north, 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 and up to the North Pole to see Santa. It's off, and it's away. And down south, well, it's also gone to the South Pole to see penguins coming to the green.
Matthew, here, you take this.
Gibbs and Logano, by the way. Logano's pretty unhappy with the way Gibbs raced him.
Toyota Camry's on the front row, green flag waves. Denny Hamlin takes off. He gets the whole shot on the way to turn 1, and he will lead coming off turn 2. It leaves Chase Elliott and Darrell Wallace Jr. They will fight door handle to door handle down the 800-foot-long back straightaway, and back under braking to 3, it's Hamlin in front coming off turn 4.
Finally, Bubba's sort of just keeping that outside line warm, isn't he? He doesn't need to push, he doesn't need to attack. He's got Elliott right there in case anything goes wrong. So he's got a bit of a safer buffer as they fly through once again. And Elliott's still holding through. How's Bubba been doing in today's racing? I've been keeping an eye on him when I was doing MotoGP. Seemed to be having quite a strong day. He's kept his nose clean.
Yeah, competitive again at Martinsville. He was up front a lot in this race last year, not so much the race in the fall, but he was behind the Hendrick foursome last year in this race, and competing well again today. Elliott has cleared him for second. Wallace has fallen in line third. Christopher Bell is fourth. Ryan Blaney, who started 32nd on the grid, now up to fifth as Joey Logano gets very close to the back bumper of Chase Briscoe.
Yeah, not too bad here, is it, for Briscoe coming in? As Jack said earlier on, with Denny Hamlin leading this race, he's won here 5 times before, pole position here 4 times, but it's the amount of top 10s and top 5s he's had. 20 top 5s, 26 top 10s. This man is a beast at this circuit.
Yeah, he's always been so good here, but he hasn't won here since the fall of 2015. So it's been a decade since he's won and taken home a grandfather clock. But of course, he won on the other 2 short tracks on the circuit last year at Bristol and Richmond. And always has been such a great short track racer as he hauls Chase Elliott off turn 2.
As we see now on the outside, Dylan is trying to get it through. This is Austin Dylan. We're not Ty Dylan. He's down in 17th at the moment, is Ty. Austin is battling. Where is he on the timing screen? I can't actually spot him on the screen. There he is, 15th with Tyler Reddick. So actually Ty's just behind him as well. So they're all running together. That's why I couldn't find the Dylans. Still closing in.
Another cool suit failure. It's Casey Mears.
So
Everyone's cool suit's failing today.
Well, it's a similar technology to what Formula 1 are now using as well. So they sort of nicked them over because F1's got a new cooling suit technology. And NASCAR have gone, yoink, we'll have the updated version, thank you very much, compared to our old ones.
Goodness, Austin Dillon is very aggressive right now, just trying to pinch Tyler Reddick as far down as he can through the corners. Reddick has gotten sideways a couple of times off turn 2, but Reddick's finally going to have him cleared, and then Dillon chops across the nose of his brother to get in line, and then peppers the back bumper of Reddick in turn 2. So that's still going on between the former teammates.
You would not think they were teammates from the way they've raced each other in the past. Especially at Pocono, where a few years ago, when he did one of the worst helmet throws I've ever seen. Tony Stewart would be incredibly disappointed.
I think he would be anyway, wouldn't you? Compared to what we've seen before. Races here.
I love that helmet throw from Stewart. I love it.
Yeah, he
Bristol moment.
Double-fisted the thing at Kenseth.
Careful without Miss Channel Matthew as well.
I miss Smoke.
I just remember.
I miss him a lot.
I remember getting called out for saying that Perez was fisting Hamilton in Russia one year.
Okay.
Quite an entertaining battle. Oh, wonderful pictures, Fox.
We are demonetized. Anyway.
Fox just gave us a wonderful picture of an absolutely nothing. It's just literally a black screen.
They're good at doing that, JB.
CW! That's true. Did anyone else find out the CW yesterday? They didn't do too bad. But the main problem was the helicopter camera. I could have literally shot that helicopter out of the sky towards the end of that night. It was ridiculous. It was taking up half of the time in time. We were either looking too far back or too far forward. It felt like a drunk uncle at a wedding was taking the video footage instead.
Oops, sorry about that one. It was my first day on the job.
I think they should do drone cameras, personally. I think drones would work a lot better. And it would also be more fuel efficient.
It would be more fuel efficient, but all I'm going to say is...
The problem is drones can't last like 5 hours.
Yeah, and MotoGP today had a very interesting delay to their warm-up session as a drone hit the start lights.
Oh.
How the hell did they manage that?
I have no idea. But
One, how did you manage that?
Well, I loved.
Gatwick. Firstly, how does that happen? Two, Gatwick Airport, is that you?
Oh, look, Acosta nearly got into the wall. He got tagged by Steinhaus. Steinhaus locks up then as well.
Buried to the inside.
Well, that Haas car nearly became scrap, Haas. Ah, sorry.
Barry, who...
Steinhaus tapped Haas.
Oh, and there's Ryan Priest getting run into by Alex Bowman, and everybody scrambles to try to get around Priest, and he runs into Custer in turn 3. Cindric goes below both of them, and they're 3 wide across the line.
A 3 wide Ford photo finish.
That's going to indicate some things. And here's the other Fords.
Alliteration.
Oof, I'm not even going to try. My mouth is too dead after commentating on bikes all day. This is the first 4-wheel action I've seen since Xfinity last night.
Stop complaining. Thank you.
Hey, Moto 2 and
And
Moto 2
Shane Van Gisbergen had just rifled into the turn and hit John Hunter Nemechek. Wow.
SVG's coming back into this as well. He's 32nd, but he's coming. It's a short track, and he's back on the lead lap.
He's not usually an aggressive driver, SVG. Oh, careful, mate. Josh Berry's there. Don't clear yourself. Your name's not Chris Buescher.
Political.
Yeah, Josh Berry earlier today leading and looking well until they had to replace a battery. They've had to replace 2 batteries on that 21 car today, which has been a real shame, cutting out his good run earlier. Of course, this is a home race for the Wood Brothers. The Wood Brothers from Stewart, Virginia, only about a half hour west of Martinsville.
I'm in such a good mood now. This has really cheered me up, guys. Thank you for that, by the way. Being on there with you lot. JT's looking at her camera lens.
You You can't even tell that there's, well, you can on the camera, but in like...
I just got the onboard for Cindric's wreck. No, he meant that. There's no way he doesn't mean to do that.
SVG on the inside of the check.
Can you guys tell that there's a piece of glass in there with the reflections? Yes,
Yeah.
you can.
SVG moving up the field. Danny's taking it nice and slow. He's back up to 34th. He was running 33rd actually at one point, so he's actually losing a couple of positions.
There was a lot of dust at Stan Lake today, so a lens wipe for everything might be required.
Goodness, teammates right there coming together. Carson Hosevard, he's got his hand out the window, gesturing at his teammate Justin Haley.
I was wondering what that was. I was thinking, is there something?
Is he saying
like
go through, or?
I think he's
is he
saying.
mad at him?
No, it's something that sounds like go through, but it sounds a bit swearing. 99.
I'll see if I can find a radio message.
Oh, king of radios. Where's our radios today?
My phone is on 8. Wait, no. Hold on. My phone is on 1%. That's why.
Oh, hang on a minute. Hold on a minute.
That's what happens when you're at a short oval track all day, JB.
Well, you're lucky I've got a new powerful laptop that can do it.
You're lucky that I have to listen to you about. Yeah.
Oh, he's nice, isn't he? Right, here's the officials radio. I've plugged in the officials radio. That'll help. So, 53 of 220. See, I've joined at the right time. So has Matthew. Nothing happened.
Going into a Stage 3 podcast.
Yeah, well, that's only because Stage 1 and 2 was so short.
Would you rather Xfinity last night or a 2022 next-gen Martinsville race?
Oh,
I know it's difficult. I think I'd pick Xfinity.
Xfinity.
Oh, absolutely. You take
So
the
bad
Xfinity race
it's
because
good. So bad it's good category, I think.
Yeah, emotion everywhere. Yeah, sure. We'll play an emotion.
What could go wrong?
Sammy Smith into turn 3.
Oh, he just punted the back of Gray. That was.
Oh my gosh, he
That
came
was
from
intentional.
so
I
far
don't care
back.
what anyone says. That was 100% he went into that corner trying to spin him out. That was literally identical to what Dylan did to Logano last year.
Yeah, exactly. He came
And I
from
expect
so
the same
far
penalty, NASCAR. I hope you're listening. I expect consistency.
I'm actually glad that Matthew's here because I just wanted to remind him that in 2 weeks' time we're at Bristol. And 2 weeks' time we will have actual footage of the race, not just the track cameras or anything. We've got footage, a whole camera, which means all 3 races we're on the call for. Trucks, Xfinity and Cup. And I don't know where you're going to be with March Madness, but more than welcome to come in every time you like.
All right. Excited for that.
Because there's no cameras for us.
Always excited.
Yeah. It's basically
Always excited to get to Bristol.
It's the 3 races of the year, Matthew, that where we can just sit back, kick our feet up, and not have to be on camera.
Everyone on Twitter's saying Cindric should be suspended for that Herbst incident. Really?
They just
I mean, yeah, he got a penalty earlier in the year, but that wasn't egregious. He just spun the guy out. Not like that. We're not going to compare this to Sammy Smith last night. There is a clear difference.
Matthew, do you think people are overreacting because of what happened last night?
No, I think. Okay, I'll let Matthew answer about that. I know why people are overreacting.
Well, we talked earlier about there were so many Cup drivers that took to social media last night after that. We were wondering
Jeremy Clements did
what
too.
would the emotions be like for these Cup guys today in the aftermath of that. I mean, I don't see anything egregious that Cindric did there. I did just see the onboard. I mean, did he do
Spun
it
him out,
intentionally?
didn't
Probably, but I mean, he didn't ship him.
He just spun him out. It's retaliation. Do we just not want retaliation in NASCAR anymore? Like, I mean, and personally, I think the reason people are overreacting is that, and the fact that Cindric got penalised at COTA earlier in the year. Justifiably so, by the way.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Like, I said that, and I looked and I went, I don't know if NASCAR's gonna like that.
Elliot's backed off, by the way. So he's staying behind Hamlin, the gap 0.8 of a second. Bubba's still in third,
Well,
so we're just going to the stage. Go on.
You can see the tire buildup, especially on the right front, behind the wheel well of the right front of Elliott, and that's how, and of Wallace here, that's how a lot of cars looked at the end of that race here last fall. The tire wear was magnificent here last fall. They brought a great compound of tire with great fall off. They've done it again here, and I just think everyone's logging some laps here trying to save some tire.
That's why Hocevar and Haley weren't happy with each other. Hocevar basically bumped Haley out of the way to get past him because he felt Haley was holding him up. And then Haley returned a few bumps in favour, but didn't get round him. Teammates, guys. You got the shortest driver on the grid beefing with the tallest driver on the grid.
That's right.
That's just a standard NASCAR day. On my notes here, I've got Jimmy Johnson in this race, but I'm not seeing him while timing tire. He's not taking part this weekend, is he? No.
He's not in this race, no. He's just doing Charlotte this year, and then that's... I think he'll retire after Charlotte, personally.
Which Charlotte? The 600?
Coke 600. I think he'll retire. He'll do that, and he'll retire, because it'll be 800 Cup starts, I think.
That's a good idea. Personally, I'm not looking forward to the month of May. It's a very busy day, and I'm going to explain why. We have Formula 1 at Monaco with Formula 2 and Formula 3. The British Grand Prix of MotoGP plus 2 and 3 and Moto E. Indy 500 plus then NASCAR plus touring cars. I'm only one person. It's going to be a very busy day. I'll get to the end of the Coke 600 with my voice going like this and sounding like my precious.
I just hope to get to do the 600 this year, and no rain at Indianapolis to allow me to do the 600 this year. That would be nice.
I'm with you on that front. Me and JT came in, did 20 laps, rain came out, spent 4 hours waiting for the rain to go, only for the race to get cancelled. And yeah, it was not the greatest.
Yeah, that was not an overly fun day, aside from the great racing we actually had at Indianapolis. Everything before and after that was not fun.
No, it was boring and long, and what was it, a 9-hour rain delay? Something insane like that?
No.
Mad for Indy 500 levels. At least we actually got Daytona in this year without... Oh, did we rain delay this year? I can't remember.
Oh, yeah, we had a long rain delay, too, for Daytona. So we've been getting a lot of rain at Crown Jewels, so hopefully we can stop that this year. Elliott starting to gain in on Hamlin. I've been watching Chase. Every time the camera cuts to him, he's taking a different line in the corners. He is entering up higher in the corners and then diamonds down. He's going to do it here to get alongside and pass the lapped machine of Cody Ware. Well, he hasn't passed him yet, but he will. But Elliott, in doing so, has run down Hamlin to within a car length. These two, of course, have had history at this racetrack.
Just a bit. I will take this opportunity to sit down, so I'm going to put everybody onto the battle monitor. So, because my feet are hurting. So, a little bit of a sit down and I'll readjust.
Wow.
So we're off cameras. Sorry, Omi. Hello, Omi.
Hello.
You can shout to me later, but I've been on my feet since 9 AM, so... Yeah. Actually, that's
Excuses.
a lie. That's a lie. Would you like to know something? The Superbike stream this morning that was on JB2 and then uploaded, I actually, for the first time, controlled that from my own bed. My laptop was able to do it, and it was audio from the world feed. I was able to do it on the laptop. Done. Didn't even have to move. So that was beneficial for me to get an extra half an hour resting. And then I got up, went to the commentary box and worked, and haven't stopped since. Praying we get a caution soon. Out of drink. Still, Hamlin leading by 4/10. I've just got a feeling, Matthew, that we're heading towards green flag pit stops, which always go well here, don't they?
Well, yeah, we don't get a lot of green flag pit stops at Martinsville, do we? But if we do, This is one of the most unique pit roads because it winds all the way around from the entrance of Turn 3 to the exit of Turn 2. Pit road speed limit is 30 miles an hour. You have to be perfect on pit road, especially in green flag stops here at Martinsville. It could change the race completely, as Casey Mears just had left front lockup as the leaders, Hamlin and Elliott, were getting around him. But they could still go a while before pitting for fuel, but crew chiefs might decide to come in earlier for tires. Again, the tire wear, tire deg pretty high with this compound of tire as Tyler Reddick tries to work his way around Michael McDowell.
Just touching it there, wasn't it? Down the 800 foot bank in towards turn number 3 and 4. But yeah, just a little rub. The good thing is that if we do get a caution, as you can see on the track if you're watching us online, as Reddick now just barges into the side of the 71. McDowell is getting beaten up by Tyler Reddick here. How did McDowell do last week, actually? He had the pole position at the race I missed.
Let's see, he had the pole at Las Vegas a couple of weeks ago. Faded back fairly quickly, actually, in that race, which was a shame to see.
Remind me, it was Kyle Larson who won last week, right?
Yeah, right, passing Alex Bowman with about 7 laps to go.
Yeah, I watched the end of that race with you guys on the call in the front room with my dad, and he was very excited and happy that Larson won. He's picking up NASCAR quite quickly.
Oh, that's awesome.
That is awesome, yeah.
Great to hear.
It's 120 quid well spent if Dad gets into NASCAR. Oh. I think it's Mother's Day.
Speaking of a late pass for the lead, as Ross Chastain punts Kyle Larson up the track in turn 3, and Chastain makes that pass for the 6th position, but he did it a bit aggressively. Oh, goodness.
That's 6-6. So is that Casey Mears has got a pass-through? Yeah, Casey Mears got a pass-through.
Too fast on pit road.
Too fast pit road, there we go. I was hearing the official... You heard the official's radio, I heard the official's radio. Can I turn that up? It's a bit quiet. It's the first time we've ever said that. The official's radio is too quiet. Yeah, 66. If you can just about hear that in the background, it's 66. Gibbs
now
touching.
Ty Gibbs. Yeah, Gibbs and Briscoe, teammates here coming together. Joey Logano just in back of this, as Gibbs gets right underneath the spoiler of Briscoe.
And Logano's going to have that outside line as well. That Ford's got the power. Toyota run better here, though. That's what I've been finding out. Good move.
I heard earlier Jack mention Ty Gibbs. Oh, goodness, wow, Burt Myers very slow on the main straightaway, and Gibbs and Logano had to take evasive action to avoid. That could have been a mass crash. Wow.
Why aren't we bring out the yellow or black? Yeah, they've called it on the radio. Oh, instead of watching the actual race, let's go back in time.
That's 2006 when the Busch Series came here. Kevin Harvick beating Clint Boyer to the checkered flag. That was the first time the Busch Series came to Martinsville since the 80s when they did that in 2006. Avoided a huge rain shower that day, and Harvick, who ended up winning that championship that year by about 800 points, beating Boyer to the flag that day.
Byron boxing for new tyres as he comes through. Good stop. Bit of fuel went in as well. So that's a first green flag stop. So see if that picks up anytime soon. Yeah, Bowman's in too, but Myers has now been called in pit road. Justin Haley also coming in. And yeah, well, there he is now. Justin Haley very slow on the entry into pit road. Just 30 miles an hour. Pit road here at Martinsville.
And Elliott, after gaining so quickly up on Hamlin, had gotten to within about a half second, has now dropped to a second and a half behind Denny. So Chase might have run the tires off, trying to bridge that gap. What I was about to say, though, about Ty Gibbs, I heard Jack mention earlier, Ty needs a good run, and you're not kidding. So the last 11 races for Ty Gibbs, that's the last 5 races of last year and the first 6 races of this year, has an average finish of 30th.
30th? What has happened to Ty Gibbs? We were praising him when he was in Xfinity, the next best thing, and now look at him, he's struggling here.
Yeah, his best finish in those last 11 races was a 16th in this year's Daytona 500.
I think we did praise him then that day as well, if I remember correctly, in the comms box.
And of course, he's had success here in the Xfinity Series before. Through controversy, he dumped his teammate Brandon Jones to win one of these races.
I remember that, actually. Do you know, I want to say, I've really enjoyed the last 2 weeks of covering Xfinity. I've really enjoyed it, and I see your point. It's been exciting, and I was starting to learn at the start of the year. I was on the call with you as co-com in the first 2 races, and then led the last 2, and I've really enjoyed it.
Yeah, it's good stuff. By the way, Omi has just sent me a message just to see, again, how quickly I respond to Twitter messages. So, yes, Omi, here I am. That took 45 seconds. Thank you very much.
Right, I've just also seen a message from Omi at 9:36. Says, as you've congratulated Jack and JT on calling that, can you congratulate me on becoming Porsche Super Cup lead commentator, as I'm still waiting for that?
No, we can't. Sorry, Omi.
Sorry, Omi. I'll do one. I said I'll do 1 or 2, but I'm not doing that.
JB, you forgot to congratulate Omi, who stood in for Jack because Jack decided not to turn up to the start of the broadcast.
Yeah, I had discipline reports to fill out.
Caution's
Some
out.
player swore at me. I had to fill that out.
1 and 2 we're hearing. There it is. Yo, it's SVG.
SVG. The Kiwi is around.
Well,
that is a very badly timed yellow for William Byron.
Tyres loose.
That is
His rear tyres come off for SVG.
I don't think that's supposed to look like that, you know.
Yes.
Well, that's going to be some suspension. That's going to be a 2-lap penalty.
Oh, I can actually... new toy we can play with. Should we find a new toy? How do I play with this new toy? Press the button. Let's have a listen to how it happened though, first of all. Just comes loose.
10 out of 10 replay, Fox. 10 out of 10. Could not get any better.
Yes, new toy. Let's take a look at actually who the pit lane is. So this is the 88 squad. So it's right down here for Trackhouse Racing. That would be a suspension for, would it be Ryan Mudler, who's the front tyre changer. The rear tyre changer, this is more likely to be John Patrick Keeley. He'll be suspended. And would the crew chief as well be suspended?
Jackman and whatever tyre change.
The Jackman is Aslan Pugh. So Aslan Pugh and John Patrick Keeley will be suspended.
This will also be a 2-lap penalty for SVG.
Right.
Also, I fully agree with the tweet you just retweeted, Matt.
I hope you all like our new toy that we can play with now to see who's where. I'm loving it. It's a lot of fun. What on earth are Fox
Your
doing?
video work is stunning.
I'm going to do it better.
We just got 3 replays of the same tyre.
Honestly,
Man,
I'll do it better.
that and we got no replays of the pit cycle at the end of stage 1. Oh my god, it's another tyre. Incredible.
It's the lug nut of how it works to have it run off.
But it isn't tight because the wheel's not all the way on.
Incredible insight, Clip Boyer. Incredible insight. I could have never guessed that.
Guys. No!
This is ridiculous.
Clip Boyer is providing some incredible insight today. This is like when Michael Waltrip or whoever it was said, there's something on the track that's making them lose grip.
Yeah, like...
There's there's something slippery down there at the bomb hole.
I love saying that line when it rains.
Something on the track making everyone slippery. And then you got the twisted toe thing where it's like, it's called water, you idiot.
No.
Where's Will Buxton when you need him?
The track is slippery. Wet.
Okay, NASCAR chasm, mate. I figured out the problem. There's no wheel.
Pit road, let's go down and actually hear some reporters who know what they're talking about.
Are up to 6th place right now. Needs help with that being
Maybe
loose
not.
into the corners. He can deal with a little tight in the middle, he told the crew chief. And the 9 of Chase Elliott, still a little bit too snug in the middle of the corner. Can't turn like he wants to. He did like it better this run. Thought they were making progress with it. Jamie?
Denny Hamlin has not had much to complain about today. All positive feedback said the exits are way better. They got the longer run better. He's led 154 laps today. You see 4 tires here. Air pressure adjustment just ahead of him is the 23 of Bubba Wallace. Happy with his car air pressure adjustment. That pit crew right there ranked #1 on pit road right now, Mike.
Yeah, I just want to pick up on Jamie Little here. We've had a lot of criticism about her commentary.
Don't become Joshua Big, JB.
I've no idea. Alright, yeah. I have no idea what's going on right now. Honestly.
JB completely went over that joke and we're just going to ignore it.
Alright, yeah, I get you now. Yeah, just want to pick up on Jamie Little. Because I get it now, JT, I'm with you now. I've been on there for 12 hours. No, I am 14. I'm tired. Everyone's been complaining about her commentary, but I thought she did excellent. A lot of improvement on the Truck Series race on Friday night.
Yeah, no, I thought she was decent on the truck race.
We took their coverage.
I've never really liked her as a commentator before that, but I think to be fair, I think she did an alright job. I think it's more the fact that whenever she was on with Joey Logano, Joey just wouldn't let her speak. Like, it was almost like he was the lead commentator. And no offense to Joey, I don't really want to listen to him for a full 2 hours.
Yeah, I wonder what that feels like. Carl's coming out pit road.
I'd rather listen to Carlton Hocevar for 2 hours, like that's acceptable.
They're going to feel the
Carlton's incredibly entertaining.
Good lord.
Nemechek stopped.
M25 recreation going on. That won't get that joke.
They are reorganising the field, I think. But it's such a small track, they've had to stop them physically to get out there.
Nemechek to the rear, as they just said, probably. Speeding.
Okay. Sorry. I've gone into complete giggle mode now. That's JT. Santa! If anyone doesn't know what's happened, a man with a long white hair and a white beard has just appeared on the screen. And here's Kojo. Oh look, Santa too! There's another one. Actually, he looks. Oh, for God's sake, Fox now advertising it too.
No, please, please stop. Please stop.
Santa's first NASCAR.
This is ridiculous.
They've just gone side by side.
All is redeemed. Fox, all is redeemed.
No.
Oh my
You've
God!
done terrible this race, but all is redeemed.
They've got it back on. Oh, that is the best thing.
I think we've lost them.
Man down, man down.
That is the best thing I've seen on television in a long time.
Well, viewers, you'll never believe it. There's a motor race going on. Lap 284, 400.
That was more
Denny
entertaining than
Hamlin,
the entire race so
Christopher
far,
Bell,
by the way.
Top 3.
I swear to God, if I see a reindeer.
the entire race.
Oh dear, that's just a video on its own, and no mind blooper reel. We need.
Immediately, this is a better race than the races we've had this week.
Please tell me we were on cams.
We were on cams.
Amazing. Absolutely amazing. That is one for the highlight reels.
Post race, I'm getting that side by side. Oh. Oh my God. That was spectacular, and the track's coming up.
Oh no, not again.
Oh.
This has happened here before. Happened in 2004 in the spring. Jeff Gordon ran over a piece of concrete while leading. It destroyed his car.
Matthew, I've got one word for you. Nerd. I love how USN have absolutely no idea what has just happened.
NASCAR has waved off the restart.
That's because the commentators aren't ready yet.
Not just that,
Why
but
fly?
also the fact we've got big rubber chunks on the track, so they want to sweep it up.
Rudolph's probably dropped something behind him.
Who do you think Santa's favourite NASCAR driver is, guys? You know, I think Santa's an Austin Dillon type of guy.
Oh, God bless.
Guys, we'll never guess what. Inside Hamlin, outside Wallace, row 2, Bell, Larson, 3, Elliott, Blaney, 4, Chastain, Briscoe, 5, Logano, Gibbs, as it disappears. Coming to the restart. Hopefully, JB has kept it together, and well, the graphic of the restart disappeared. You know what else disappears? The pace car into pit road, and something else that disappears, Santa, as soon as it hits midnight in towards Boxing Day. Back to you for the restart.
Get breath. Green flag. We're racing again, and Denny Hamlin keeps the inside line. Bell side by side with Bubba Wallace. Larson with Elliott this time around, and everyone's made it through the first 2 corners safely. I don't have the breath for this, but what a restart. Briscoe looking through, trying to make it 3 wide. He's got a gap with, I believe, Ty Gibbs coming through, but that was a sensational restart. Really well done. Hamlin continues to lead, and everyone now settling down.
Wallace falling in line behind Christopher Bell to secure the top 3 positions for the Toyotas. Then it's Hendrick Chevrolets who battle side by side for 4th. Into turn 3, Chase Elliott down the inside of Kyle Larson and right to the back bumper of Darrell Wallace Jr.
And here comes Elliott. Look at that. I think as well, Chastain was looking for a move there, JT, but couldn't quite get the grip on the inside line.
Yeah, absolutely. If you see me look under my desk, that is where my TV is, because my main TV, I need to fix the graphics on it. So I have to look under my desk to see the TV, which is quite funny. Lap 110 of 220, halfway through the final stage. Massive nudge.
Twice as well.
In towards turn 1
I
for
think
Chastain.
Larson's going to start to get a bit annoyed here.
Chastain's really going for it here. Larson's going to be stuck on the outside. Chastain bangs him again, Matthew.
This is
careful,
the Chastain,
JB, careful.
Well, Chastain was trying to shovel him out of the groove in turn 1. Then he tried to elbow him out in turn 3. Now he's elbowed him again in turn 1. Chase Briscoe's going to get to the inside of Larson. Remember, Chastain ran into Larson in the last green flag run. So Chastain up to 5th. Larson now having to battle with Chase Briscoe.
Alright, so, shall I get another little interesting stat in?
Go for it.
Let's go. This is, according to Jeff Gluck, Denny Hamlin has led 164 laps today. That is the most of his career since the 2023 Southern 500.
It's getting longer and longer. If Hamlin doesn't win this, it's going to be very embarrassing. The man who dominated 2023.
You want to know about 2023 Southern 500? I'm just trying to get an info on who won. Unfortunately, Bing is telling me that they don't like me at the moment. It was Kyle Larson who won that.
Do you use Bing?
Imagine using Bing. Couldn't
Yeah,
be
it's my
me.
it's literally, I'm on Microsoft Edge, okay? It's literally the default search engine.
Well, you didn't. I have to say, from what why did you have to Google or Bing it? You could have just asked me.
Yeah, we've got.
Okay, right.
have
I'm
the
gonna search
Oracle.
on Matthew Owens' brain.
Well, go on. Who won it? He's frozen. Perfect time to ask him, and he freezes. He's like a computer. He doesn't. He don't know
He's
the answer.
malfunctioning.
If we stay really tight, we might just see
It's
the little,
overheated.
we'll see the little buffering logo coming up any second now. Okay, Briscoe leading in. Can somebody screenshot Matthew's image
I am
there?
literally doing that right now.
Screenshot it and send it to me.
Omi, can you screenshot it for me, please? My
Well,
Discord is
this race has turned into nuts, hasn't it? Ahead comes Logano. He's round the outside of Larson, takes over 7th position now. Blaney's coming back in as well, in a livery not too dissimilar to the 19. That's really hard for us to tell. Blaney's though on the biggest restart. He's been up 23 places since the restart. Matthew Owens, can you hear me? No.
Matthew Owens has the same Wi-Fi speed as the North Pole. None.
Oh dear.
Oh, Santa must not watch. That's why Santa's watching.
Gibbs sideways and around.
Smith's hit him as well, and this will bring out the caution. Track's blocked, but they should be able to get it sorted. Ty Gibbs goes around, put it out on the radio call.
Put it out. Turn 2.
Can you send me the image of Matthew Owens, by the way, JB?
No.
Why?
I think we need to save Matthew from the hands of
Yeah.
that.
Right, I'm putting us
no,
on
you
battle.
know, you said a wild Matthew Owens was here. I was going to make that into an actual reel.
Oh, I've fixed my umbrella.
I had the whole template and everything.
Oh, well, Matthew's gone. Goodbye, Matthew.
He's got internet issues, he'll come back. Right, JT, I'm leaving it with you because I need a drink after that laughing fit.
Hold
Oh,
on,
never mind.
JB, did someone say drinks? Did someone say yeah? Yeah, okay.
Hello, Matthew, can you hear us?
Yes, thank goodness.
Hello. Right, I'm going to step out to get a drink because I've laughed myself into needing it.
I'm very, very excited to see that back at the end of the day.
While you were gone, Matthew, Ty Gibbs had a Ty Gibbs moment and got involved in drama. And we're under caution. That is basically what happened. As we are looking at the 38, now the 54 of Ty Gibbs across the line.
Boy, it just goes on and on.
Yeah, I am gonna. Well, I'm not happy with myself for talking over the lineup because it's normally me shouting at other people talking over the lineup, and I go and do it myself. JB, turn the official's audio up. Thank you very much. 301 in towards the final 100 laps of this Cookout 400, and definitely this broadcast has been cooking. One thing that has been cooking is the bids.
JT, check your DMs.
Of 220. I shall not check my DMs. Denny Hamlin, Mr. Bell, Bubba Wallace, your top 3. Chase Elliott, Ross Chastain, Chase Briscoe, Joey Logano, Carl Larson, Ryan Blaney, Michael McDowell has come out of nowhere, by the way. Matthew, he's 10th.
Yeah, he's been in the top 20 all day, hasn't he? But a little bit surprising, and very surprising to see him up in the top 10 as William Byron hits pit road. Yeah, Byron was really caught out by that last caution that Shane Van Gisbergen caused because Byron had pitted under green.
I want to rant. Fox Sports.
I've got the cake and eat it.
You had the message that pit road would be open. So instead of throwing down to your professional pit reporting team, you decide to go to ad break.
Kind of normal for them. mean, Jamie Little's just kept around to stroll up and down the pit lane. Oh no!
Hoodie where, everybody?
Brakes on fire.
As is his racing career when Ric Flair shuts down.
I don't know if you're able to access Discord DMs, but I'm sending something your way.
Okay.
Is this the thing I sent you, or?
Yes, it is.
We're having right one, don't we?
I made it into an actual template.
I have not messaged Matthew Owens in Discord DMs since the 2nd of July, 2023 at 4:30 PM. Time to change that. There you go, Matthew.
Oh, yes, I did get it. Thank you.
Do I need to be...
Oh,
Took about 2 minutes to make.
Do I need to be looking anywhere for these?
I will send it to you as well. The only difference with you, JB, is that the last time
Banana!
I messaged you was the 28th of March at 9:59, which is way too recent. Yeah. Anyway. There you go.
We need that meme for every single time Matthew Owens joins the commentary box from now on.
To be honest with you, I'm having a whale of a time. This is fantastic.
Unfortunately, it's not raining.
Penalty!
Oh, who? But for
Alex
who, Chris Kamar?
Omer!
I don't know. I don't know, Jeff.
Get your fingers out.
Hold
No, Jeff, has there?
Is that an American knowing British banter?
It's quite universal.
I mean, that clip is very infamous.
Oh, I saw him go off. I just thought he was being subbed off.
Yeah, I love that clip so much. He nearly got fired for that too as well. He actually nearly got fired for that. And then they saw how everyone was laughing at it, and they were like, you know what, this is funny, let's keep getting people going.
1 to go. Inside Hamlin, outside Wallace, inside Bell, outside Chastain, inside Elliott, outside Logano, inside Briscoe, outside McDowell, inside Larson, outside Reddick, inside Blaney, outside Priest, there's a rhythm here, inside Dillon, Austin, outside Gilliland, inside Bush, outside Hosfar, inside Allmendinger, and it disappears.
Overtime restart, Jeff, has there been?
Oh dear.
And someone's put their bumper in, but to who? Who's in the wall now?
My money will be on Chastain getting sent in the wall.
Have you guys seen the crashes from Monza and Paul Ricard this weekend? My God.
Yeah.
There's a motor race going on because we've hit green flag, and Fox are not showing us side by. Come here, Fox. I just want a quiet word.
I've just yeeted my computer out of the window.
Here we go. Right. Into the lead goes Denny Hamlin. Bubba Wallace on the inside. Now we go full screen with Bubba. Fox, I just want a little word.
But I don't want to see you right now.
There we go, finally. Right, I don't know who made the best restart on that one. Fox deciding that they were obsessed with Bubba Wallace.
I mean, I like Bubba Wallace, but, like, I don't need to see him at that moment. His music taste is incredibly good, is what I will have to say.
And at that moment, we all knew.
Oh, Chastain!
Oh, Chastain!
Clips Logano!
I thought that was going to happen as soon as he made the block.
And look at the 1971. Caution's out, someone's around. Is that the 40?
Turn 2.
4 and the 2.
Noah Gregson.
Bounced off the inside curb. Okay. Oh, the 17's got a puncture. 47's got the free pass, by the way.
Tough day for Chris Buescher, and it won't be a great Taco Tuesday for him this week, will it?
Tacos?
No, Matthew.
I'd like a taco. Oh, I'd love a taco.
And then
someone
Noah
who
Gregson.
wouldn't like a taco is Noah Gregson, and I'm stealing this off of you. He would rather have a massive double cheeseburger in his all-American food car.
The A&W root beer Ford. Let's take a look and see what happened here.
Oh, it's a
wow.
it's a Larson.
It's a
skill issue, got
Larson
it.
moment of all time. And then what happened here?
my
Chris
goodness.
Buescher decided to turn into a monster truck. Okay.
Hit the side of Berry. So Larson had his own moment. It's so
Yeah, he climbed on top of
He
Gregson.
did a Corey Day. He literally,
Goodness.
that's Gregson, not Berry, by the way. He literally did a Corey Day from yesterday.
Yeah, sorry, you're right. It is Noah Gregson. Well, Chris Buescher is now going to face charges here in Martinsville for assault.
I will also add, by the way, I can get how you can get confused with Berry because he did run that car last year.
Yeah.
He ran the 4 last year.
Rather worryingly, I think I've cut my lip on a piece of millionaire shortbread.
Well done.
That's embarrassing, JB.
I did have major mouth surgery like 6 months ago. I'm still waiting. Still never come. Oh,
It's 6 months ago, man. Come on.
Excuses. Stop making excuses.
It's literally, Yomi. It's ridiculous.
Hello, I'm still having. Oh, and he hits the side. Buescher's hit the side.
Oh.
Hey!
Gregson purposely waited to hit Buescher, and now they're having a fight. I was promised this 18 months ago, and now they're having a communication with fingers out the window.
JB, you got
one fingered
fight yesterday, so
It wasn't a proper fight. Well, I hope. I really
There
hope
he
next
is.
time Chris Buescher goes to the doctors, it's not Noah Gregson doing the prostate exam.
Oh,
okay then.
Wow, my God.
Well, the fingers were out the side of the car, weren't they? Look, here you go. Look, there's the fingers.
Is there the one thing? There was no one-fingered salute, sadly.
You mean he's fisting him? My
God,
goodness.
whoever's in charge of highlights, cut that one from Josh, too. Talking about a prostate exam.
Oh, dear.
JB, honestly. Am I meant to be the one with, like, the really edgy sense of humour here? But no.
It's been a long day. And
Matthew Owens, you would never believe
radio.
this. JB
Radio.
Motorsports, professional motorsport broadcasting.
Some of the time.
Okay, everybody.
No.
I'm going to read out some radio highlights so far. Gregson, after being spun by Buescher. What the F? Who the F was that? Question mark.
It was Santa.
Mark. Meanwhile, as well as that, Ty Gibbs. Radios after being spun by Reddick earlier. Keep that little something away from me after the race. Hold on, let me get a height comparison here.
Joe.
Okay, Ty, you're literally shorter than me. Shut up.
God.
I'm just wondering,
He's 5'7", I'm 5'10". You're small.
I'm generally just wondering, if any kids have gone up to those two gentlemen who look like Santa Claus and sat on their laps and asked what they want for Christmas.
Okay.
JB.
I was going to say, JB, I don't think you should be sitting on random men's laps.
Oh, hang on a minute.
Okay.
Hang on. I've just realised one other thing. Fox's love.
Guys, chill out.
Fox's love of zooming in on kids has finally come up for them.
Oh, for God's sake.
JB.
Not this again.
They literally do all the time. I was watching
They
earlier on.
literally do it all the time. It's so frustrating.
What was it?
Maybe
Guys,
there's no kids at this rate.
row to try and keep this broadcast on the tracks. My God, row 1 inside Hamlin Wallace, row 2 Bell Chastain, Elliott Logano, and it disappears. But if I was to explain the Xfinity race in one word, it would be.
You're gonna.
That wasn't me. Chaos. No. That was earlier on.
That was both of us.
Anyway, coming to the green, JB's eating, so over to you, Matthew, because
Yeah, this is
JB's
Matthew's
slacking.
And I've got another one, by the way, that explains the
You have
Xfinity race.
just a whole bunch of audio clips that you can just pull in at any random time.
Oh, yeah.
It's time to drop the hammer.
Go on, Matthew.
Absolutely diabolical.
Anyway, coming to the green.
Hamlin and Wallace, 2 Toyotas on the front row again. Green flag waves, and Hamlin once again gets a good jump on the restart. Wallace tries to stick with him stride for stride. They exit turn 2. Hamlin's clear to the lead. It leaves Bell and Wallace to go side by side into 3, but Wallace stuffs it in hard around the outside of turn 3. Can't pull up alongside Hamlin. At the line, it's Hamlin away with the lead. Wallace and Bell for second. Behind them, it's Elliott and Chastain wheel to wheel.
Logano's made up pretty much after that caution. He's now in 6th position. He's side by side with Briscoe, but got clean air and can choose sides. Is Chastain. He's trying to go to the inside of Elliott. Look at this from Bell. Can he get it? And yellow's out, and Logano's round! I've cursed him! No! Joey, I'm so sorry!
I'm a commentator.
2.0.
Well, Logano's a commentator as well with Xfinity. Sorry, with trucks. So he's cursed himself. Saw that coming. So who hit him then? Briscoe must have been Briscoe.
Who murdered who is another way of saying that. Here's a replay.
I think that's
Michael McDowell involved.
I'm pretty
I
sure
want to
that's
say this
somewhere
is either
who.
McDowell or Larson. I want to say Larson.
I want to say
It's
Briscoe.
Briscoe.
No, that was Briscoe having a skill issue. Got it.
Oh wow. So now, okay. So I am someone that's still not at all
used to it,
knowledgeable about Discord. Are these? So you mean to tell me that you've got these sound clips? I'm looking at them now, and you can just play them at any time.
Press it.
Yes.
Yeah, press it. Go on. Press one, anyone. But I'm gonna get your little Denny.
Okay, I did not know that was a thing on here. I really didn't, and now
Brilliant.
I'm starting to think we might need to just take USR into Discord. I mean, my God, this
You'll be
is
forced to soon.
yeah, well, exactly right. We've been talking. Do we want to do Teams? Do we want to do Zoom? I might try to learn Discord because this is unbelievable. Hold on a minute.
Matthew.
It's broken.
This is.
Okay, Matthew has learned about Discord soundboard and is now losing it. Go on. There's loads more.
No, this is unbelievable.
This is the most amazing broadcast ever. Could never.
This is unbelievable. I did not know this was a thing.
Thank you. Come again. Oh, this is an entertaining
Could never
day.
match this level of entertainment.
JB.
Even the CW
Yeah?
has got nothing on JB Motorsports.
Where is
Sanson?
Sanson. I don't know.
I
called
can't.
him.
Oh my! I really just can't.
Matthew, you are very lucky to have someone who is very knowledgeable at Discord. Hi, on your team. So if you need to set up a Discord, hello.
Oh my good God in heaven! I can't believe that this is an actual thing. You could customize your own soundboard. Unbelievable.
Yeah, moving on to the next story.
Oh God.
I think we've made everybody.
By the way, I think, just a quick thing, if Logano turned Briscoe, do not be surprised.
Right, watch out for that.
Because now, see, now all I can think about now is the opportunities that would arise for us.
Wait. JB,
Yeah?
can I do a quick hourly update?
Go on.
It's now time for the hourly update with JB Motorsports.
We've all lost the absolute will to live.
No.
Okay, see, so okay, JT, like I said, this could only create problems if we did this in USRN. But JT, I am sending you a clip from just last night. This is a clip from last night's broadcast that would be just perfect to put into a soundboard. Oh, this is great.
Twitter or Twitter or Discord?
Yeah, Twitter DM eventually, if it ever will do it.
Fine.
All completely hopeless.
Well, because it is.
Well, we are watching NASCAR, so that is quite accurate.
I love this broadcast.
This is classic JBM podcast, just not in stage 2.
We should just ramble. We should literally just do a podcast where we don't know what we're going to talk about and just record our chats and just ramble.
No, I agree.
That'd be brilliant. This stuff we're
I've
gonna
offered to do this with a few different other people that I'm friends with. It's never ended up materialising.
Let's just do it. Bit of a race on the side. That's what we're here for. NASCAR is a
JB
unique
podcast.
Yeah, NASCAR's such a unique series where it goes on for so long, but you can have the little entertaining moments and then go back to the race in a heartbeat. That's what we love about this series. And the highlight reel that Omi and JT are going to create is unbelievable. And I can't wait, by the way.
I'm making a sound. What? I'm making a highlight.
What?
What?
Huh?
I've instructed Ian Birch to record the Santa moment. That will be out tomorrow on all YouTube channels. So yeah, you can get ready for that. Ah! Why am I screaming? Is a question. Is a question. Oh, that was a one zone. Right, are we ready to go green?
I will say, don't insult GP2. Great series.
Why are we looking at a Clint Boyer flag twice?
Because it's Clint Boyer. He's a legend.
This is a couple of years ago here, Martin, no?
Yeah, he won.
That was the 28th race that got ran on a Monday because it got snowed out on Sunday. Snowed out, I said.
I was going to say, yeah.
It doesn't look like it, does it? Look at that.
This was his second to last career win. His last win, I think, was Michigan, wasn't it? Is it Michigan?
JT, did you not get that video? I just sent it to you.
I did get it, but I was a little bit late in sending it.
Oh, I got you. Oh, very good.
But,
so, yes,
but I thought I would send it anyway, just for you.
See, that was from last night, and see, now I'm a little bit scared on what soundboard options we could do for USRN, so I might need to put a pin in that because we could get in real trouble.
Nah, there's plenty you can do. Like, for instance...
I need to go back and remind myself how I started this race broadcast. Anyway, I will let you ramble on.
Probably better.
Guys, quick rock, paper, scissors to see who gets to restart.
Okay. Rock, paper, scissors, fire. I win.
And Joshua Birch is a NASCAR Cup Series race winner.
Green flag in the air. We're back underway, and it's happening on the inside. Christopher Bell now comes in.
I half hate this, half love it.
Can Bell actually get a good restart and take the lead? He wanted to get his third win of the season as he continues in. No, he's only got 3. It's 4, isn't he? He's after. He's side by side now.
This is now. Apparently, this is the most cautions at Martinsville since 2021.
Yeah, because the most we ever had here was 21 back in 2007. How we got anything done that day? Go on, Matthew.
Hamlin has tried to ride Bell up the track in turn 2. Bell's done really well on this restart to hold his ground on the outside. Hamlin's trying to force him up. And out of turn 4, Hamlin's got a nose in front, but Bell is doing really well here to stick tough on the outside. And if Hamlin keeps trying to shove him up that way, it could open up the door for Wallace, but Hamlin, I think, has him cleared this time off turn 2. He does.
Yeah, if I was Bubba, I would have stayed down low every opportunity, because if every two run into each other, they go up high, and then you're right in the middle of the wreck. But so Bubba just sort of happy with third. That was Ryan Priest nearly going into the wall. And Briscoe and said Priest now doing side-by-side battle into one. Priest on the inside line and should get the traction round as well. And does so, yeah. Where's Logano and where's he ended up after the caution? He's already back up to 25th place.
Through penalty.
For
51. Restart violation.
Oh, Cody Ware.
How do you get a restart violation from 33rd?
It's Cody Ware, Matthew. We are never surprised.
Where was the violation?
I didn't get the reference, sorry.
Bear in the big blue house. Where is Shadow? Where is Shadow? Oh my god, am I that old?
You are.
Oh my god. I'm old and bear in the big blue house.
See, oh wow, Gibbs and Reddick just throwing haymakers at one another.
I just sent him.
I did. I did, yes. I enjoy most things that you send me. As Logano is trying to shred his way through traffic. He just got around Daniel Suarez. He's now to the inside of Eric Jones. Meanwhile, Michael McDowell is dueling with Todd Gilliland. This is at the 9th position. Top 10 runs right now for Gilliland and McDowell. Of course, McDowell trying to pass Gilliland, who's running in the car that McDowell ran for so many years at Front Row Motorsports, as we are down inside the final 70 laps of this race.
Toyota 1, 2, 3, Chevy 4, 5, 6. What a domination from them today. Ford with Ryan Preece is their highest runner in P7. And it was, of course, Logano before that little spin around. So we will gloss over that quickly before Joey comes and punches me like a kangaroo. Hamlin leading. How many laps is he on now? Let's have a look at the stat sheet. Logano has led 208 laps now for Hamlin.
JB?
Yes.
Why are you being Mary Poppins right now with the umbrella? I'm going to see him float away in a second.
Because it's supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Oh, very good. What in the... Are you photoshopping these things live, or do you have these on standby?
Wait, what?
I do have these on standby in my save.
Oh my God!
Send this one to me, JT.
To be fair, you can say it backwards, which is Dosiali Express Fragicalorupus, but that's going a bit too far, don't you think?
Yes, I concur.
Oh. It was the Eurovision one, Jack.
Is this me singing on Eurovision Song Contest?
Yes, it was.
Am I wearing the same shirt, or is that just embarrassing?
Let me look.
By the way, this will be the first year since 2020 I've not watched Eurovision.
I never get to watch it. Oh, good.
You're not wearing the same shirt.
I never get to watch Eurovision for one very good reason. Guess what? Always clashes with it. IndyCar Grand Prix at Indianapolis.
Yep.
Every time.
Because every time we do the Grand Prix, Matt brings it up, and the first time he brought it up, I had no idea what he was talking about.
The Eurovision Song Contest. Basically, it's a massive song contest.
It's Europe. It's like all of Europe in a massive song contest where they enter songs, and Britain seems to somehow mess up every year.
And
Australia.
Australia.
Yeah, no, Europe, and Australia and Israel.
Yeah.
For some reason.
Yeah. Just to explain it as well, we basically get loads of people who can't perform in a room for 3 hours, and then countries select...
Fly Channel were pretty good a few years ago.
Yeah, but then countries select some sort of famous person and stand them in front of a shit green screen. Sorry, yeah, Swan, go on.
Okay.
And literally, they get them to do, like, the worst audio lag in history because the presenters will go there, and now I'll go over to Greece. And they'll just sit there like this for 30 seconds. Hello, yes, we can hear, yeah. It's horrible. It's horrible. And then the UK gets stabbed in the back by gets stabbed in the back by everybody and do absolutely nothing.
Sam Ryder's the only
we usually have the best
in the
singers.
last 10 years.
We usually have the
Hold
best
on.
singers. Go on.
Hold on. Christopher Bell is closing in for the lead, but
Yes.
Fox is giving us a shot of the pit box of the 20, which includes Eric Almirola today.
Oh, I've given up.
I saw there. But yes, I don't know why they're giving us the shot of the pit box when Bell's closing in, but anyhow.
Because this is Fox Sports and we're all begging for, who is it at first? Amazon to take over?
Amazon takes over at the Coca-Cola World 600.
Just one more month, guys, one more month. And then we'll all be begging. If Amazon knock it out of the park, and then we lose out with NBC coming back, we are really in trouble, aren't we?
I'm told, by the way, that Ty gives absolute scent Tyler Reddit.
Why am I
think
seeing
he expressed his displeasure quite nicely.
Why am I seeing these two look at each other like they're in communication?
They're telepathically communicating.
I know, it's like something out of Star Trek. As Logano's on the inside of Byron.
I'm just trying to figure out...
Trying to figure out what? This race has gone away from us a little bit, hasn't it?
We apologise in advance. I am surrounded by lunatics.
Did you read the caption, Matthew?
I did, yes. I'm just trying to figure out where you come up with this stuff.
We are young and we use the internet.
Matthew, do you know the emotional damage guy?
Oh my god, yes.
So, okay, so basically it's the emotional damage guy, but I photoshopped
The
myself onto
emotional
it.
damage.
I'll send it to you, Al.
We're too old.
There you go.
Yeah, apparently we are. I just had a birthday last week. I've gotten even older. Oh god.
Happy birth.
Oh, I'm not looking forward to it. However, April 21st. Do I get a Talladega? When is
The greatest
Talladega?
meme I think I've ever seen. Oh my.
Do you know, I'm actually considering missing Long Beach because nothing ever happens there to do a Talladega.
Ooh, here's Elliott right on the bumper of Wallace for third. By the way, I would back that opinion. We are absolutely doing Talladega on USRN.
I back that opinion. I want to do Talladega, please.
Birthday Easter Monday.
My birthday is Easter Monday, yes.
Oh, well, it would be such a shame if I just wasn't here for the broadcast because I'm out somewhere.
Oh, what a shame. Anyway, Hamlin 3
Moving on.
tenths. Yep. Actually, we got the top 4 within a second at
Okay.
Martinsville. That's quite good.
Hang on. Who was Ty Dillon battling recently?
Reddit. What? It's the Ty Gang.
Joshua Birch.
They're working on the Ty Gang. There's Ty Gibbs, Tyler Reddick, and Ty Dillon.
Well, whoever Ty Dillon was battling, he says F that guy.
He's probably talking about Dillon. Seriously, I think it's the first time all year we've had Ty Gibbs, Tyler Reddick, and Ty Dillon all together. 13, 14, 15.
50 to go, boys.
So where's Ty Dye?
No, that's Daniel died to you.
Yeah, and he did die yesterday as well. He threw his car away, didn't he, as well? At the end of the back of turn 3 and 4.
I don't think there is a single car at the end of that race that did not have at least some damage on it.
Yeah, but
other than maybe Greg Van Alt.
yeah, but it got really confusing yesterday in Parc Fermé when Gray was shouting down the pit lane, die, 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 and Daniel came out saying, what? It took a couple of hours to realise they were talking about Sammy Smith.
Does this need to be an episode of a Brit education? That word.
Do you want another take?
Educating
It's alright, we're live.
American. It's fine. Right, I am sending you something, Matthew. This is a Brit educating an American. This is what tie-dye is.
Basically, it's a 1970s hippie thing. You had it in the 60s.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, well, yes. That's a big thing at Wake Forest basketball games. They wear tie-dye shirts.
Thing is, though, you guys got hippies in the 60s. The UK, we were too upper class and stuck up in the 60s with bowler hats and umbrellas, so we got it in the 70s instead.
Oh, very good.
Copied from you.
Canada only got it in the 90s. Swing and a miss.
Well,
First thing that we've copied from the US and not the other way around.
yeah, and it's probably a good job if the UK doesn't copy the US right now.
Oh.
No, we already did that with Boris Johnson. He's not coming back. Thank you. I hope he laughed. So, 44 laps to go.
I can probably do a damn good Boris Johnson.
I love how Owens has just like stayed quiet when as soon as we go into political stuff.
It's okay,
He
we're
is apolitical.
It's okay, we're British. We get to say these political things.
I'm trained well.
Yes. The funniest
Basically,
Go on.
us Brits are good at saying random stuff because we can say it because our stuff in the UK is not much better.
I don't know about that. We seem to have a good control over bullets.
We have football though.
Yes, we have football. Proper football.
We do have football while you have rugby, football, soccer.
While you have the Kansas City ref.
Can I say that word live on air? I don't know if I can. That might be a step too far. You've got rugby for wimps. There we go.
I don't see a problem.
I was going to say
To
something
be
else.
fair, I will stand by that the hits in American football are harder than the hits.
Hang on, 2 seconds. I'll use the talk back. Just give me a second.
dear.
You lot will never know what we said. We used the talkback.
I will be fair.
Unless you're on USRN.
American football.
Hang on, sorry. Unless I've just realised. Unless you're on USRN, in which case you did hear it. Yeah. Do think about that.
We're all getting fired.
Think about that.
Oh my.
Yeah. If a reminder, the NFL coverage will be back on USRN.
Yes.
later on in the year.
It's not even the NFL.
Oh no, it's
the
not.
USFL or whatever it's called.
No, it is the NFL, National Football League.
No, the NFL's not on until like what, like the summer or something.
Yeah, back later on this year. We're in March. How much later do you want to go?
September.
Yeah, September.
Yeah, it's soon, definitely.
Oh my God, 37 hours to go before we can all go to bed.
But there is American football going on right now with this USL garbage.
Can we have a caution?
I
I think we
can't
need
even
it.
find where to watch it.
Right, I know it's not a FIA broadcast, but what is the fine for JB?
Well, we've earned a 1 month suspension already by their rules.
I don't know.
Yeah.
We've had problems with. Anyway, the MotoGP rider's going to stop swearing today.
JB,
What?
what have you done today to make you feel proud? Your answer is I said live on air.
And he also.
I stand by my comment.
And he also said on USRN.
I stand by my comments.
And I will say, I still stand by that I think the hits in American football usually are a lot harder than they are in rugby.
Oh, SVG's getting lunged by Hamlin for it to be lapped, and Hamlin really did leave that one quite late.
What is harder?
Okay.
Okay, could you just adjust your microphone so we can actually hear you?
NFL hits or NASCAR at Martinsville hits?
What?
NASCAR at Martinsville hit.
Oh, yeah.
Especially when you're Dean Thompson being spun out every lap. Not even his fault.
Yeah.
All of those incidents weren't even his fault, I'm pretty sure.
Well, the answer would have been NFL hits in the 70s and 80s.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, true, you got a point. They had like almost no protection back then.
Have you guys seen the
It was the
videos of
70s,
the
rugby
very
was
funny-
safe.
Funny edits of the NFL.
Can I say
What,
that's
of the
that's a joke for the
Kansas City refs?
Yeah, and also some other stuff.
Those ones are incredibly funny. I don't care what anyone says. And the thing is, in that Super Bowl, the weird thing is that unlike the last few, the refs were actually pretty good, I thought.
Yeah, they were actually. I enjoyed the
They
Super
had
Bowl.
like, I counted 3 wrong decisions that whole game.
I was so happy at this Super Bowl because I wasn't supporting Kansas. I mean, I supported San Francisco last year, and this year I supported
I just wanted to
Philadelphia.
see the Swifties coping on Twitter, personally. I hate that fan base with a passion.
I think they've managed to shake it off by now.
JB.
Yes.
Well done.
If you don't stop speaking bad about Swifties, there will be some bad blood between you.
Have you got a gun? Have you got hold of it? Is that what, it looks like a revolver. I thought you were threatening me for a second.
My water bottle.
Well, I've got the British weapon, an umbrella.
Is that a gun in your pocket, or are you just happy to see me?
I mean,
Okay.
I've got a. I've got
I
a.
the most mature one on this broadcast.
There's a water
This is,
pistol on his
probably, this is probably my heaviest weapon, if you could call it that. It's a medal, but it's not any medal. It's a gold medal, but it's not any gold medal. It's a Sarker medal.
This isn't just any medal. This is an M&S medal.
Well, guess what?
Okay.
Oh dear. Marks and Spencer? No, Mohammed Ben Salam. Still going. Hamlin now lapping Nemechek.
Mohammed Ben Sulayem, watch out.
Oh, me and him have already got bad blood.
Hey, I already used that one. You're not allowed to use the same twice, as that is
Oh,
eccentric to the
Bye-bye.
garage.
JT.
Sorry, did you say
You're not
garage?
American.
He's off to the garbage.
I also have a medal, but it's not any old medal. It is a Surrey FA medal right there.
I also.
I'm the
got
final
a
I
trophy.
referee, so I'm very happy.
I've not got any trophy. I've got a W Series 3rd place trophy.
I didn't know you were a woman. Come on, Secret.
Yes, sorry about that one, guys.
Clutched that one through the last minute, didn't you, to win in Singapore? 3rd place, podium.
I've not got any trophy. I've got a British sidecar winners trophy.
Get that one, Secret, as well.
Hey, you got more than Spurs.
JT's got more winners' trophies than Danica Patrick.
I mean,
Harry Kane.
Well, he won't soon, to be fair. He's about to win the Bundesliga.
Well, of course. I mean, you join Bayern, you better win the Bundesliga.
I do actually have a rugby trophy, so there you go.
There you go.
Oh my.
Yeah,
There
didn't
you
win the
go.
Bundesliga last year, though, did he?
No, they did not.
Bayer Leverkusen decided, actually, we're not going to lose.
Bayer Leverkusen just would not lose.
They just went, they turned on their prime Marc Marquez move and just decided we're not going to lose today.
Marquez.
Well, actually, Marc Marquez did lose today.
He bottled it. Bottled it.
It's always America he bottles it.
Yeah, I
always
keep
noticed
saying
it.
it. That's the 3rd time he's been
Always
leading.
America.
3rd time he's crashed. But he's usually the king in that place. Hang on. Bad day for him.
He is until he crashes.
His brother now leads the championship by 1 point. Alex leads by a single point. As Megan said, the dinner table's going to be fun.
Is Alex Marquez going to do a show and Mir?
Yes, I said the same thing in commentary. He's going to win the title by just being consistent. 6 races, 6
Mir
seconds.
hasn't even won since his title-winning year.
He's won 1 race in his entire career, one year, and that was...
And he's a champion.
Yeah. He literally...
And he's been terrible since that year.
Yeah, well, that's because Suzuki left. He literally...
JB managers.
Yeah, he won the European Grand Prix at Valencia. A week later, he won the Valencian Grand Prix. But 1 week he won his first ever race, the next week he won his first ever championship. And that was it. He's literally had a roller coaster in Valencia. Which is where Mallory Dobbs is at the moment.
18 laps to go.
I can barely hear you again.
Bell. Bubba Wallace.
Hubba hubba bubba ball, his birthday.
Okay.
I don't like Hubba Bubba. It's not good gum.
I don't even like gum.
I will say, Hamlin has done extremely well getting through the traffic here, and he's pulled away from Bell. Put a 1.5 seconds between himself and his teammate, and if we stay green the rest of the way, I think Denny is set for his first grandfather clock in 10 years, but we know that we can get late yellows in these things.
Oh, don't you start.
We ready for Ryan Priest to dump the entire field to get the win.
Last night, remember, we thought, oh yeah, we're all going to be fine, we're going to get to the end. Caution, 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 overtime.
When did you think that, JB?
There wasn't, well, stage 3 was a bit of a mess, that's what I mean now.
Stage 2 was a little bit of a mess, to be honest.
2 cautions.
Stage 3, well, everyone decided to drive like an Audi driver the entire race.
Now, Audi's actually okay now. It's more like Volvos they've gone into.
No, they're not. No.
Do you drive a
I don't know if they're okay where you live, but over here, no, genuinely the worst drivers. Actually, no,
Audi.
Range Rovers probably beat him.
I know, Range Rovers are... I hate Range Rovers.
I like the car, I hate the drivers. Anybody who drives a Range Rover, please, who's listening, plejust learn to drive.
Why do you need Why do you need a Range Rover in a city? It's like... I just... Oh.
Shout out Bubba, what? Shout out Todd Gilliland, by the way, 9th place today.
Oh!
Really good
Boy.
run for him.
Bubba nearly.
Oh, he's going to shove him out of the way. I was going to say, he's going to shove him out of the way.
Christopher Bell getting boxed in traffic here with Burt Myers and Riley Hertz. And Christopher has been losing so much time when he's been in the middle of this lap traffic, and it's brought Wallace and Elliott right to him. But he's totally lost contact with Hamlin because of all of this traffic.
Maybe there's a reason Matt White's only done one race with us.
They found out why Cindric's out.
Oh, why?
They ran out of batteries to replace them with. They actually ran out of batteries.
So that's an alternator failure, isn't it? It's not charging,
and they kept replacing the battery. They've run out. I don't think I've ever heard of that ever happening.
No,
have they
I
tried?
haven't heard of that.
Have they tried taking it out, rubbing it on the jumper, and sticking it back in again?
NASCAR.
I'll do it.
How's our 10 to go? Did you know we're actually broadcasting a race, by the way?
Oh, really?
Yeah, 10 laps takes about, what, 3 minutes?
Yeah, the laps at this point in the tire run is about 18 or 19 seconds.
I don't trust these lot to keep it together for 3 minutes. Someone will bin it.
Excuse me?
Oh, come on, they're never going to keep it together. We'll have an 11th caution, that'll lead to overtime.
Ah, you're talking about the drivers, not the broadcasters who work.
Oh no, our commentary went as soon as Santa decided to make a vacation.
Matthew, Twitter.
Oh.
That's usually my response to when somebody mentions Twitter these days. Oh. Yes, very nice. I'm going to have a very weird evening. I'm going to be eating chicken and rice at midnight. Go on.
I follow a serious message to Matthew with a very, very unserious message to Matthew.
I can't hear you again. You twist your mic. Don't scream.
Tells me you need to open your ears.
Have you seen the size of my ears? If they're any more open, I'll bloody take off.
I can hear JT. Look like a skeleton, JB.
I need to maybe turn it up. Maybe I'm going deaf. That's probably a good thing.
Yeah, it happens when you get old.
I heard that, you cheeky bugger. I'm not old.
You
sure?
were
No.
You were born when the year started with 19. You are old.
Shut up.
Old.
Oh, God, please.
Yes, I was born when the year began with a 19. And do you know what I heard somebody describe it the other day? And nearly beat them to death? Late 1900s music.
Oh.
Do you know what it was about? Spice Girls. I nearly beat them. That Girl Scout cookies never saw it coming.
Well,
we don't have Girl Scout
3 laps to go for Denny Hamlin. And a lead very comfortable now at 4 seconds on Christopher Bell. Hamlin has done a masterful job building this lead through the traffic. And Denny Hamlin is only a couple of laps away from another grandfather clock. Hasn't won here since 2015.
Oh, Joey Logano's in the top 10 for the first time this year.
He's
He might
right
get his
behind.
first career top 10 of the year.
Logano's right behind Briscoe, by the way. So, just heads up. White flag in the air.
Joey, no.
White flag is in the air. Hamlin on his way for a first win here in 10 years. Matthew Owens.
This is when he runs out of
Well,
fuel.
such a short track master. He won at Richmond and Bristol last year. But it's been 10 years since he's been able to come to Virginia, to Martinsville, and win. But he's going to do it today. Dominant performance off turn 4. Tick-tock. Grandfather clock. It's about time for Denny Hamlin to win again at Martinsville. He wins the Cookout 400.
The pumpkin finally turns into a carriage for Denny Hamlin. He wins again for the 6th time. And that it was a smooth, cool, controlled race. Led a total of 274 laps out of the 400. That was perfect. Absolutely
Beat our
perfect.
favourite drivers.
It is his first win with new crew chief Chris Gale.
Wait. I've just thought of something. Did he just win in his debut with Progressive?
Yes.
Wow.
He ran that progressive car at Homestead.
Okay, never mind, I'm wrong. Second race. Not bad introduction to the new sponsor.
Yeah.
Wait, has he stopped?
Yeah, he's got a full donut time.
Okay, no, we're good. Okay, we're good.
And it's been quite a solid progression for Denny this season.
I'm not a rocket scientist, but I think he might have stopped.
He's good.
Well, you know, it was Denny who got on social media yesterday and was very, very strong-worded in his thoughts about the finish last night in the Xfinity race.
55.
What have I missed?
55 career wins. Denny Hamlin in a Cup Series.
Remember, kids, smoking is bad. He continues
Unless
to
you're in a NASCAR and
just
you've won a race.
Just, you know, smoke the entire youngsters out at the front there. That's fine for the lungs.
Tire smoke is one of the nicest smells in existence.
Tire smoke is good. Tire smoke is life.
I can
I'm
think
not
of
sure.
two things.
I think I just
You're gonna
heard
go around
Jack,
the
by
entire
the way. He might do it. I think I just heard Jack mention this. Jack, if I'm repeating what you said, I apologize. I only caught the tail end of it. It's the 55th win for Hamlin in the Cup Series, which puts him ahead of Lee Petty on the all-time wins list. He was tied with Lee Petty, and now he moves into a tie for 11th most wins all-time with a former Martinsville master, Rusty Wallace.
Rusty Wallace.
I just want to point out, people will still say Denny Hamlin's not one of the best the sports scene. I still think he is.
No, he is.
Well, he's the greatest driver to have never won a championship.
Fight! Come on, I was promised!
Now, these two are basically teammates. This is 23-11 versus Joe Gibbs Racing, so it's basically teammates there, Reddick and Gibbs.
I think that's a peaceful conversation. It's Tyler Reddick. He's not going to fight somebody.
Right,
unless their name's Colcaster.
Right, where's Logano? There's Bubba. He's not going to find anyone today. Where's Logano?
He's happy.
Huh. Right, where's Logano? And where is Ryan Preece? I just want to talk to him.
It was actually, what's his name who was mad? It was Logano mad at Briscoe, but
That's the one. Yeah,
I think Reddick and Gibbs are just making sure everything's smoothed out. Or Reddick's coming over to apologise.
To be fair, I hope either.
I think it's the latter. I think Reddick's coming over to apologise. Oh!
Brakes on fire. You better get that cools down. Oh,
Special any time for Denny that he gets to win in his home state from Chesterfield, Virginia. So anytime he gets to win at Richmond or Martinsville, he takes a lot of pride in it.
It's on fire, guys. As no one realised, it's on fire. It's literally smouldering. Yeah, it's all nice, but can we get a fire extinguisher there, please, quickly? Jamie Little's just standing there smiling and clapping. Yeah, get a fire extinguisher!
How much booing have we got? Or have we not? Okay.
11 against the world.
Wow.
Well, he was nice
That's
while he was
going to go
alive,
down
but
well,
he might
isn't
cook
it?
him in a minute. Go on, Jesse.
That flag's going to go down well, isn't it?
Yeah, let's have a listen to Jamie.
Denny, it's been 10 years since you've been to victory lane here at Martinsville. How were you able to come back like that and dominate, leading more than half the race here?
Who's Adam?
You know, Chris Gale, all the engineers, the pit crew, everybody really on that wall right there. Just
there goes the safety truck.
Deciding that they were going to come here with a different approach than what we've been over the last few years. And it was just amazing. The car was great.
His daughter's joining him.
It did everything I needed it to do. Just so happy to win with Chris and get 55. It's awesome.
How about Chris Gale? You had the same crew chief in Chris Gabehart for so many years, Denny. Making that transition, how have you guys been able to figure it out as quickly as you have?
Yeah, I mean, he's been, such a soldier to come in here to this 11 team and, kind of learn our style. And then over the last few weeks, just putting his final touch. It's really been a great mesh. Our relationship's getting better and just, really happy to get a win with him. And obviously back here in Martinsville where I spent so many years racing late models and whatnot, it's, gosh, I love winning here.
Denny, you got out of your car and you held up that flag and it says 11 against the world. What is that all about?
Well, my buddies, my Ohio State fans that I hung out with at the end of last year, we always had the Ohio State against the world, so now it's 11 against the world.
There you go. Denny Hamlin wins at Martinsville.
I love the ventriloquy. I love the act of ventriloquism between Jamie Little and Denny Hamlin there, speaking with each other's mouths. That's how we're down there as well now.
A little on long run
Speed.
speed. Yeah, I don't know. We were back and forth on balance a little bit, and I asked to be freer throughout the whole race, and then that last run I just went a little bit too loose and lost my drive off. So, you know, it was a great weekend for Joe Gibbs Racing. Obviously, showed a lot of pace. All 4 of the cars were really good. Really happy to kind of get back up front. The last 2 weeks have been rough for this 20 team. So, proud of all of our partners at DeWalt, Toyota, Joe Gibbs Racing, and really happy for Denny. And yeah, he's the Martinsville master, so second to him's not that bad.
You mentioned this racetrack and having a good day and everything like that. This is an important race as we get further into the season, so some good takeaways at least as you get to the championship run later on?
Yeah, I think so. It's, I don't know, I felt really bad at the end of the run there. Obviously, I was falling pretty far back behind Denny, but I think qualifying really good was a big part of our success this weekend, and hopefully we can come back a little bit better in the fall and, be able to have a nice solid day like we did today. So everyone executed really well. Thank you to my pit crew. They did a great job. The car was amazing in qualifying, got us that #1 pit stall, which was a big part of our success today as well. So we did the details right, and we came home second.
Nice run. Thanks.
Grandfather clock. Me and Matthew remember when they were in everybody's rooms. It was the only way we could tell the time. I remember when a dime used to cost a nickel. Oh, well, that was an interesting one, wasn't it?
Beat our favourite drivers.
Oh, Bubba locked up there on that restart. See that? Larson came in. Oh. Well, how do we report on this one, chaps?
Solid race, I thought.
I've never laughed so much in a JBM broadcast. That is how I rate that race.
Let's hear from Bubba Wallace. I could do with a Mackies.
Now it seems like you're just continuing to improve and improve right now.
No doubt. Sorry, nose run. Working up in there. A good day, nonetheless. I'm just trying to scratch my head on what I could have done different. My restarts were terrible, and it's one of my best traits, so need to go back and study that. But what a great day, continuing to rebound from the start of our season. Super proud of our group here on the 23 team. McDonald's Toyota Camry was fast all weekend. I think that final restart, I let second get away. I don't know if I had anything for Denny, but it would have been fun to try. But all in all, hell of a day for Toyota. Top 3, that's nice. So we'll keep the momentum going. Having fun. It's fun to have fun.
It's always good to have fun. Congrats. Jamie?
Chase Elliott led 42 laps today, brought it home 4th. Good effort, considering I know a lot of people are looking at you maybe to win this thing, Chase, but how was the car overall, and how did things change as the race went on?
Yeah, I thought our car was really good, honestly. Thought everybody on our Napa team did a good job yesterday, leading into the weekend, and then certainly, getting this thing where it needed to be, I thought, for a balance, for today. So, yeah, all that was really good. Just needed control of the race. I really needed to get to Denny there at the end of that second stage and try to get control. I knew the second half everybody was going to be better and closer, and just that little bit of being able to control this thing from that point forward means a lot. And unfortunately, I didn't do a great job getting to him. I was trying and just came up a few car lengths short. And yeah, it just puts you in a tough spot trying to play catch up and whatnot. But yeah, it was a solid day. We need more than solid, so we'll keep trucking.
See you in Darlington. Mike?
Well, Denny Hamlin is going to get picked up as well for Grandfather Clock, a.k.a. they just raided Mike Joy's office. So,
okay.
Well, I'm running out of jokes. It's late at night. Don't they all look smart up there as well? You can hardly tell that they
Shall I
spent the last 3 hours
save you from pulling tons of jokes with some very, very fun stats?
Please.
Jeff Gluck has said that Logano moving from outside the top 10 into P8 was the only thing that changed about this running order in the last 50 laps. And Seth Eggert has said, with 86 cautions laps, today's Martinsville Speedway race marks the first to have exactly 86 caution laps since the 1998 Spring Bristol race. Now that is a stat that the Oracle probably has somewhere as well.
Believable, really. So
don't stop believing.
Can we just confirm that it's 11:30? A NASCAR race has ended before midnight again, and the clocks have gone forward. What dimension are we in? What did they say next week at
A
9?
laughable dimension.
Right, that's what happened.
Fox are going to an ad break. Right, what do you want to do with the USRN then, Matthew?
Well, we do normally go through and ask everyone what they believe, who they believe driver of the day was, but it feels like that might be a clean sweep. Hamlin was so dominant today.
Yeah.
Yep, I'm with you on that one. I suggest Santa. The race back from the North Pole was fantastic. He got that done brilliantly, didn't he?
Yeah, no, that's how good the race was. Santa came over to watch.
Yeah.
Two of them, actually. This is getting out of hand. Now there are two of them.
He's staying alive!
I've got another contender for driver of the day, guys.
Me for doing all of the commentaries today?
Cole
No,
Custer.
you're not a driver. Shush.
Yes, he didn't finish where he probably deserved to go, but
34th.
in 34th. But he was up there for most of the race.
Okay,
Yeah, he was up front at times in the race, that's for sure. So what we will do, I will thank everyone for their hard work today here on USRN, and thank everyone who listened to thank you for staying with us through the technical gremlins that we had earlier in the day. But big thanks to everyone as always. We'll sign off. And we will remind you that this week on USR, and it's a busy week, the push to the NBA playoffs continues tomorrow night when the Rockets visit LeBron, Luka, and the Lakers at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. On Tuesday night, the Great 8 chase for Alex Ovechkin as he tries to run down Wayne Gretzky's all-time goal-scoring mark takes us to Boston when the Capitals take on the Bruins on Tuesday night. And Wednesday night, they're in Raleigh to take on the Carolina Hurricanes. Friday night hockey this week will also involve Ovechkin and the Capitals as they host the Blackhawks. Next Saturday on USRN2, the Xfinity Series is in Darlington for the Sport Clips Haircuts VFW Help a Hero 200. And then Sunday, the Cup Series. Yes, indeed. The Cup Series also at the track Too Tough to Tame to run the Goodyear 400. All of that this week on USRN. We thank you for joining us. Good night from Martinsville, where the winner is Denny Hamlin.
Sorry, Mum.
And with that, USRN is off the air. I turn it over to you guys.
You might struggle fitting the Xfinity race on the top banner next week.
Yeah, how long's the hashtag? Because to be fair, this week nearly killed it.
I mean, the Boys and Kids Club 200 was very, very interesting, or whatever it was called.
Just to reiterate, that's the Sport Clips Haircuts VFW Help a Hero 200.
Can we help him by shortening down that name? The poor chap would be out of breath. I mean, by the time they shout all that out, they'll be dead. Let's call it Fred. It's the Fred. What is it? What's the distance?
200.
It's the Fred 200. There we go. That's what it is. Easy done. And it's throwback weekend, of course. That's going to be great. The liveries look fantastic out there as well.
Yes.
Except Chase Elliott.
Oh, it's Chase Elliott.
No, that looks terrible. Oh my god.
Doesn't even look like the actual scheme.
No, they did not. They did not honor Ken Schrader whatsoever.
Like I looked at that scheme for 1 second and I went, just fire the designer who designed that.
Ken Schrader from Fenton, Missouri. Last win came at Dover in 1988.
Home address, postcode, alarm code.
JB.
Anything else, Matthew? Yeah, go on.
You might think that the Sport Clips Haircuts VFW Help a Hero 200 is bad. When they go to Rockingham,
oh yes,
the 19th of April, the North Carolina Education Lottery 250 presented by Black's Tires.
We only get 100 characters to do the intro on
The
YouTube.
The Roval Xfinity race.
Yes, the Roval race. Oh, the Drive
Hold
for the
on.
Cure.
Drive for the Cure 250 presented by Blue Cross and Blue Shield of North Carolina.
Okay, by the time we finish that, everybody's died. So we can't have the cure. Isn't the race to say that we're looking for a cure, but in reality we're just going to wait for them all to die beforehand? What's in the cure? Alzheimer's. So we all forget what it is before the end of the bloody race.
Michigan International Speedway Truck Race. The DQS Solutions and Staffing 200, powered by Precision Vehicle Logistics.
Who is coming up with these names? This is the worst naming I think I've seen in history. And I still remember
quickly check the Cup Series, hold on.
I still remember the Formula 1 Gran Premio del Made in Italy Emilia Romagna Grand Prix presented by Pirelli.
Shush.
We just call it the Emilia Romagna Grand Prix.
No, it's Imola.
Yeah, sure do.
It's Imola or San Marino. It's one of those two.
San Marino.
Not even in San Marino.
God, can we wrap this up before I have an aneurysm? Final thoughts, Jack. No, hang on, forget that. Omi.
Hello.
Good day.
Good talk, Jack.
Okay, so pretty solid race. Denny Hamlin beat our favourite drivers yet again. And it was also nice to not see a post-race fight at Martinsville for one.
No.
Yeah,
it was actually quite nice to see Tyler Reddick and Ty Gibbs, because I've seen the clip on the Toby Christie's Twitter. They basically just talked it out. They seem all good with each other.
I've seen enough of Portimao today. I don't want to see this on Premier Sports 1. Right, okay. Omi, have you found your vocal cords?
Yes, absolutely. I accidentally disconnected my mic. And I was so happy to be coming on to say something. Okay, right. Yes, interesting race, but I don't really care what went on in the race. I was just mostly looking at JB's face cam, looking to take images and send them to Owl, and just listening to whatever was going on.
I'm never putting ComCom on again if you're not going to spy on me. It's an invasion of privacy. My goodness me. Oh, I'm looking
He
forward
was
to seeing
sending
these
them
then.
to me all race, by the way.
I look forward to seeing these then. Okay, right, JT, go on.
I didn't realise how, red my face is, but yeah, I was out in the sun all day, and it is meant to be sunny for the next 2 weeks. Anyway, I'll shut up and start talking about the race that apparently happened.
Yeah, you were leading the first two
in the
stages.
past 3 hours. Yeah, it was an alright race. My voice was dead. My voice is still dead. It didn't help that I laughed my head off, but that's just a classic JBM NASCAR race. I apologise on behalf of USN for JB's shenanigans. He was getting a little bit into the NASCAR Truck Series race name on Friday. JB, back to you. It was a good race.
Yes, it was a good race coming into it as well. Oracle.
I see a shake of the head
From Oracle or what?
from Oracle.
What have you got there, Matthew?
It was a fun race, and it was extremely fun on this broadcast, which I was not expecting to be so laughing-filled. Listen, it's become something everyone in the sport talks about these last couple of years. The real contenders win early, because once you get into the middle of the season, you get a lot of desperate drivers trying to make the playoffs, or maybe go on just a one-off race and hit the setup and win. But the real contenders win early in the season, and so far this year we've seen that. We've seen William Byron, Kyle Larson, Christopher Bell, and now Denny Hamlin, along with Josh Berry, and who knows, maybe he is a contender this year. He's shown a lot more speed than he and that 21 team have the last handful of years. But with Hamlin winning today and in such dominant fashion, I think we can once again say these contenders are winning early. They're getting their playoff spots clinched early, and now they can chase playoff points and championship positioning for the rest of the regular season, which still has 20 weeks left. But this was a classic, old-school, dominant short track performance by Denny Hamlin today, turning back the hands of time on that grandfather clock.
10 years ago is a long, long time. Has he got something in him as well? Well, my thanks to JT for leading the coverage early on. My thanks to Jack. My thanks to Omi. My thanks to you, Matthew, for coming in as well. My thanks as well to Santa Claus for making a memorable moment here on the broadcast. Can't wait to see how that is going to start. We will return all 2 races from Darlington. Yeah, we get a little bit of a light weekend. Just Formula 1 next week on the weekend. Then we get the Xfinity and Cup. We'll be bringing you those races live as well. Also, join us on the 1st and 2nd of April, the 2 days of British Touring Car Championship with pre-season testing. Got a couple of things lined up for that. We'll hear all the races from last year, plus some interviews with the drivers that we had at Autosport International. For an interesting few days. Thanks, guys. Well, 7 down, 20 to go in the regular season. What on earth is going to happen next? Hamlin locked in. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.